Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another episode of Build, Paint, Play. I'm Dave.
Greetings, programs. I am Jake, and welcome back.
Woo!
It's been a minute.
It has. And 6 weeks, thereabouts. Maybe 7.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't add them all up. I should have, but you know me. Lazy. Absolutely lazy. Can you hear me?
Was that a remix of our intro song?
No, it wasn't. It was just I didn't hit pause at the right moment. That was it.
It seemed like it was a little slowed down and a little more echoey, and I was like, okay.
No.
Oh.
No, it sounded just the same this end. You'll have to let
Right
us
on.
know, folks.
Right on.
Folks in the chat. Who have we got? We've got Ray is here. Hello, Ray. Ray's on, of course, because he wants to hear my thoughts on the Pigment show.
Nice.
We'll be getting through soon. Spoiler alert, it was really good.
What?
It was really good.
No, I figured. It seemed like.
We'll get back to it in the show. Josh is here as well. Josh Sawyer. He said, now we hear about all the fun these guys had without us. Absolutely. Chris Kemig has joined us. Hi, Chris. Dave Hummel is here as well. Alan is here as well. Finally, he says. Yes, finally. We're doing
Oh,
well.
Chris says you're a little on the quiet side, Dave.
I'm a little on the quiet side.
Yep.
Okay, hang on a second. Hold, please.
Hopefully that's better. Yeah, we were having some feedback issues.
Hold, please. There we go. How's that? That's the best I'm gonna get. Is it gonna work?
So-
okay, we're good now.
So now I got feedback through yours.
Yeah. Now you can hear you.
So Phil wanted me to have this like right here when we opened, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I don't have a way to do that at my desk. But he was so funny. He was like, you got to bring the nameplate home, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Just quickly, Sean has joined us as well. Sean Gleason. Hello, Sean. And Brendan Bell is here as well. Hi, Brendan.
What's going on, everybody?
Excellent. Okay. So how have you been?
I'm good. Oh, there we go. Sean says the same thing. I'm loud and you're low.
Well, maybe you turn your volume down. Anyway, you turn your volume up. How about...
Is that better? Was that too much? Was that too much?
Are you turning it down?
I already did.
Can you turn it down more, or have you turned it all the way to off? We can still hear you because you're super loud. No,
Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Okay. So my mic has a little, feedback indicator, and I just turned it down so it's barely triggering now. So
Okay, interesting. Okay. Let us know, Sean. Let us know, Chris.
I mean, I'm good. Things are good. It was definitely, it's been a lot of running around. San Diego was super fun. It was a little crazier this year than it's been, but overall it was really good. I think that between everything, I think if we had done all of the shows that we were planning to, I think it would have been out of control, because it was like it was GameCon Canada, and then Historicon, and then Pigment, and then San Diego ComicCon, and then GenCon was this past weekend. And if we had done all of those shows, like I don't know what I would have done with myself. Like, that would have been insane.
you would have gone insane for sure.
Yeah, I would have spent more time. I think I would have spent more time in. If I had done all those shows, it would have been a full month away.
Yeah, that's
What else was there?
okay.
Param says he didn't get to come by the show and see us. Yeah, I was telling people. Dave and I talked about that. We had a bunch of repeats from last year. I would say probably 10 or 12 people that we had last year, and then I had other people swing by and be like, "Oh, we just wanted to make sure you guys were here." So like that was kind of fun. I think for next year we're going to try to be a little bit more organized. There were definitely some logistical changes that happened this year. I guess that there was a brand new security company for San Diego Comic-Con, and that's one of the biggest shows I've ever done. Like, the hall it's enormous. I tell people it's like an aircraft carrier hangar. Like, you could park a whole aircraft carrier inside. Yeah. But yeah, it's it was bananas. So that made things a little interesting. And then there were some changes in how they were like letting people come in this year. So if anybody's been to Comic-Con in San Diego, or if you haven't, the building is basically a huge.
It's like you're about to launch into a huge story about San Diego Comic-Con. And we've got a mile of photos.
That's true. All right, let's do it. What do you want to?
Or some buffering at their end.
I wonder if that's us. I wonder if that's us or them. Like, you look fine on mine. Like, I'm not having any issues.
Everything seems fine here as well, both on my YouTube feed and this one here. Oh wait, no. Of course, now we're getting some buffering.
Here, I'm going to pull up YouTube on my end as well.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, again, this is the beauty of doing this show live. So.
Yeah. Of course, it might also be if my family is on the internet.
Old school dial up. You're like, get off the phone.
Get off the phone.
I'm on the internet.
Yep. I'm going to say, how many folks are online up there? So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it's going to be terrible all night, isn't it? Oh well. Maybe the playback won't be as bad. Yeah. Absolutely.
Imagine just a big rainbow screen here where it says technical difficulties. Please stand by.
Yeah, we should get one of those, shouldn't we?
We probably could.
Yeah.
Well,
it's certainly killing the number of people who are on the stream.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I mean, it says, according to YouTube, we only have 5 people watching, so I don't know if that's accurate, but
yeah.
I mean, there's more people than that in the chat.
Yeah, StreamYard's saying 7 now.
Oh, man.
Luis has joined us. Hello, Luis.
What's up, Luis? Well,
looks like we might have a lag in chat as well.
Interesting.
So.
Oh, Dave's saying that YouTube is still buffering. Yeah, it's doing it again. I don't really know what the hell's going on with that. All right. Did that post? It did. Okay. All right. Let's recycle everything. I'll crash out all mine and I'll just restart my computer. I don't think it's me, but
I don't know why it would be me because nothing has changed.
I wonder if it's just like maybe something in your cache file from YouTube, because like you're running it in StreamYard and then uploading it to YouTube, but
It's connecting. It connects directly, just like the way it's connected the last 120 episodes.
right. I mean, I get it.
Yep.
You didn't do any Apple updates or anything while I wasn't looking.
Nope. I deliberately don't do those now.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. Does it seem like it's working better?
Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm feeling frustrated though. Okay.
All right.
Let's see if we can.
Yeah, let's just restart everything. Oh, hang on, Jez is saying it seems better now.
It's okay now. Maybe we just push through. Maybe.
All right.
But...
All right, we'll push through. If it does it again, we'll.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Pat, don't.
Yeah, here we go.
Don't jinx it. Okay.
We'll see. Apparently, I need to like launch myself into the internet and like fight for the users.
Yep. Let's then start presenting.
All right. What do we got?
We have first up. Just to let everybody know, I think I was almost finished this last show.
Yep.
It is fully finished now, and the raffle is active. So this is the no, it's buffering again. Oh.
Son of a.
Anyway, so yes, son of a bitch. So here we go. So this is the model that I converted and painted. It's a tribute for our friend Jeff Smith, who many of you know passed away earlier this year. Jeff was, amongst many things, he was a commission painter, and his painting studio was Old Wolf Studio. So the wonderful Patrick Keith from Bombshell Minis sculpted the head and the hand holding the brush for us, and Jeff Hall at Games and Stuff donated the wolf, put it all together, and it is now available. Or basically, tickets are now available for purchase. It's $5 a ticket, so if you spend $20, you get 4 tickets. If you spend $100, you get 20 tickets, and we will be drawing the raffle live on stream, hopefully, assuming everything works, next Tuesday, so August the 11th.
Dude, you did a great job on it.
Thanks, man.
It looks awesome. That brush looks like you super glued a brush to him.
Yeah, I am super happy with how that turned out. Particularly, so I had my
the ferrule looks awesome, and you have all the gold print down the handle.
Yeah, I have my my brushes here from that I use from Game Envy.
Nice.
So I took that approach, just copied that. But yeah, I was very happy with how it turned out.
What did you write on it?
Old Wolf Studio.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I painted the handle black, painted it with a gloss varnish, then painted Old Wolf Studios on it, and then painted the gloss varnish back over it as well. So
it's really cool. Like even the ferrule looks awesome. Like it's super real. Like the shine on it looks super realistic.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to do that. It was definitely good. But if you want to buy tickets, we have QR codes. So either via my Venmo or by my PayPal, you can buy tickets. I will leave that up on screen for a little bit. But what's our timestamp? 1840. Cool. So remember that. Put that in the notes or in a comment below this. But yes, you can snap one of those and then send money through. And we will draw it all next week.
And obviously all the funds that are raised from the ticket sales are going to Jeff's family.
Jeff's family, yeah. To again help cover final expenses. Excellent.
So share that out. Everybody take a photo, take a screenshot.
Yep. But yeah, there we go. Okay, moving on. Next up, we have the Army Painter. Jake and I are members of the Army Painter factory team. We would like to thank the Army Painter for their ongoing sponsorship of us and that kind of thing. We're super excited again to have them as sponsor for season 9. Season 9, Jake, can you believe it?
That seems wrong, but
It does, doesn't it? But yeah. Anyway, the Arena Challenge is something that we're doing with the Army Painter folks and the folks at Trench Crusade, and these articles go up on the Army Painter blog and also on the Trench Wire, which is the Trench Crusade blog that I get to work on. Hooray! So
yeah, for those of you who haven't been here for or the last couple of episodes of last season, Dave.
Yeah, no, keep going.
So Dave is now working for them as you're the editor of the.
Well, yeah, I'm working on the Trench Wire with Lyle Lowry.
All right, so is that if everybody turns us up now, is that better? Am I not blowing out your speakers and Dave is now at a normal volume?
Is that what's happening? Are we getting that now? Volume.
Kat, what do you think? Is that better or worse?
Please help us. Let us know.
Yeah.
They probably have already typed frantically, but
Jez says when he was away on his recent job, the only paints he took with him were the first 2 Blanche sets.
Right. Nice.
Plus a blue, black, and a white.
Yep. Awesome paints for sure.
Bit more Dave.
Bit more. Dave.
All right, so it seems like we cannot do more Dave. So I will do less me again, and you guys can just turn it up again.
Yes, I am.
All right, so now I'm down to 30% of my volume.
I am at absolute 100%.
Hilarious, by the way.
Across the board.
All right.
Can I hear you now, Jake?
There is that better? I have turned my mic down to 30% of total volume.
Yep. Jake is no longer blasting as I have to lean into the speaker. Can you turn your volume up, Kat, so that we both sound the same?
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, Jez says that's better.
Just says I think it's better balance. Better in
hilarious.
Okay.
Kat says she's at 100% speaker. So Dave and I are definitely going to have to do some troubleshooting because like Dave was saying, I have not changed any of my settings. My mic is always at 50%.
Yeah. Audio.
But we'll see. All right. Yeah, Scott. So if you're just tuning in, we are having some audio issues. So I have adjusted my mic. So if you want to turn your speakers up, you should be fine. It just seems like we're having some audio issues on Dave's end. All right, now he's just messing with us. Dave, are you actually talking? Nope, there is no audio at all.
How about now?
That's way louder. Okay.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what you just did, but whatever you just did, fixed it.
Okay. How about now?
I'm assuming that I'm probably too quiet now, but let's see what
you can now probably bring yours back up to maybe 60%.
All right, I will mess with it again. Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh my god." All right, I will turn myself back up. So
okay. Fantastic.
Automatically adjust volume. All right, so mine should be automatically adjusted now. I should be all set. Okay. That should be better.
Let's see.
Yep.
Yep. That's crazy.
Okay. Did it default to your computer mic instead of your actual mic?
It was doing that, but again, I had made no changes. I never changed the microphone at the beginning of, never changed the microphone on here at the beginning of the show, and I always change it to the setting that does something else.
See, I always check mine. if I leave the link up, it saves all the settings. Every time you send me a link, when I log back in, it doesn't remember anything. So I have to put all my stuff in again.
Right.
So I always double check it every time. But yeah, whatever it is. So it is what it is. We figured it out.
For me, like, it's the same deal, but I never change my audio setting.
Right.
It's always the same. So the audio setting I started with tonight is the same audio setting that I had on it last week. Well, last time. And the time before that. And the time before that.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, the good news is we figured it out. Cat's like, not bad. Only a half hour in. Perfect.
Oh my God.
Cat, don't worry about it. I'll talk it over with our staff and make sure that the guys in the booth are on top of it. We'll just fix this in post. It's fine.
That'll like teach me for hiring those guys that did the Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll tell you what. Okay.
Oh,
now
man.
we're feeling better.
So this, speaking of Trench Crusade, this is what I'm working on. These are my last 4 guys. So I'm a little bit further along than these pictures. I sent these to Dave, I think this morning, but these are photos from last night, and I worked on them today. So I've done all of my washes and tones. The sponging on the shields was super fun. I basically did the white first and then used blue painter's tape to get a nice crisp line and then sponged the red on. They were a lot of fun. There's a lot of little fiddly bits on these guys.
Right. Yep.
I really like the giant, the giant, like, sort of Jesus like tilting shield.
Right.
On like the commander. That's my lieutenant.
That's that.
Yeah, these guys are a lot of fun. They are covered in little like doodads and bits and stuff.
Yep. But they're looking really good.
Nice one. They're fun to work on. These are the ones that you printed for me. They're the mechanized armor from, I think, Red Pilgrim is his name. He's done a bunch of different suits. But I liked these because they have the same like neck piece as the main ones to like give them that same aesthetic. But then everything else about them is different. Like their shoulder pauldrons are different. Their armor looks like real armor. There's like sabatons, and like the greaves are different, and the knee plates are different. The vamrances are bigger. Like all of the parts look a lot more. It looks like a heavy duty set of plate armor instead of like tank pieces.
Yeah.
But they're big. Like compared to that guy in the front right, that's a normal 28 millimeter guy.
With your the wings on the back, I know you're planning to do the feathers to give them that sort of eagle feather or what have you kind of look. But the basically the wooden struts.
Yep.
To hold them, the wooden poles. What color are you going to do those?
I actually used a speed paint on them. I used hardened leather, I think, because I wanted it to look like a like varnished maple, and that's a nice light color. So I did one full coat, let it dry, and then I kind of put spots where all the rivets are.
Right.
And then I'll go back and I'll probably hit them with another wash. But that breaks it up, because even in this picture, the armor is silver and the wings are white. And they look like they're the same color in this picture. In person, they don't, but in this picture, they do.
Yep. Excellent. Well, sorry, Dave Hummel just noticed. He said, "Well, I wanted to stay and watch all of this, but I have to get ready for work tomorrow. Unfortunately, happy to see everyone till I'll watch tomorrow. Sorry that it was half an hour of us faffing about.
Sorry, Dave. Take it easy,
buffering
man.
So, take it easy, Dave.
No, these guys were fun. Good. I got to do a lot of my like steel tricks. So I sprayed them black and then dry brushed them all the way up using 3 different silver tones. Yep. So like almost like TMM. And then I did a pretty heavy blue wash, like dark blue wash is like my ultimate secret weapon. Army Painter's dark blue wash is the best. Use it on steel. It makes it look like chrome. It gives it that like bluish tint. So like you can really notice it if you look at the guy on the right. If you look at his vambrance where the pistol is, it has that bluish look to it. I did like dark blue in all of the recesses and pulled it out, and then I went back with dark tone, which is their black wash, or no is similar, and I basically put that in a bunch of other spots to really darken it up and have a lot of like grime and wear. But they're really fun to work with. They're a super chunky model.
Cool.
The wings, I had the wings from when I used to play Dust. I basically painted my whole army like they were the Polish home guard. So I put wings on everything. So I had a bunch of wings left over. So those are all glued on to the actual frames that Dave had printed for me.
Yep.
But
excellent.
but
No,
they're
those
fun.
are good. Very cool.
Thanks, man. They're getting there.
Next up, we've got some of my Trench Crusade stuff I've been painting.
Very nice.
So, Neolus has joined us. Hello. If you were at GenCon this past weekend, Hank Edley has joined us as well. Hey, Hank.
What's up, Hank?
If you're at GenCon this past weekend in the Trench Crusade booth, you would have seen these folks on display, which is pretty cool. So these are the Procession of the Sacred Affliction. These particular ones are all 3D prints that I was sent early, but they're the same look and size as the models that will be in the Carcass Front box set that
nice.
goes on sale at the end of the month. So,
What is the tube that's on like the? Is that a Foy chart? It's like the big. It's like a Becta Corbin the guy has. It's the big like Warhammer pick thing.
all right, yeah, that's an anti-tank hammer.
Oh, okay. That makes
So
sense.
yeah, that charge at the front there is basically when you swing it, it explodes.
Got it. It's a
and-
Panzerfaust on a stick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's the Lazarus War Prophet.
Very nice.
And the guy at the back there is the alternate arrangement for the Castigator. So it's Castigator with a punt gun, which is cool.
Very cool. Josh is a big fan of my wet palette.
All right, yeah.
That best thing in the world.
Does it still taste of tuna? Or?
It does not. So whenever we get takeout, and like you can buy those at like BJ's and stuff in Costco.
Yeah.
But whenever we get sushi, I always like wash them out with Dawn dish soap and I scrub them and then I let them air dry and stuff. I have a whole stack of them. I use them when I do paint lessons because like it's so easy to make wet palettes out of them.
Yep. That's good. Sorry, I just noticed as well. Patrick has joined us. Patrick Keith. Welcome, Patrick. You've managed to miss the first half hour of hilarity.
Yeah, it's
But anyway, so yeah, these guys are all done. So super excited about that. They're currently on their way back to me from GenCon. But before they went off to GenCon, I got to use them in a game, or a couple of games actually. I went over to Brendan Bell's for Kathy and GenCon, where we played loads of games of Trench Crusade Overlord, which is a variant that John Schaefer has written. We'll probably try and have John Schaefer on a little bit later in the season to talk about it. Folks may recognize the name John Schaefer from A Tale of Four Warlords that we did, which was a lot of fun.
He is 25% of that.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, so the games we played were a little bit different, not your typical Trench Crusade game, but definitely lots of fun. And this is on one of Brendan's tables.
Very nice.
Looking cool. And this is one of John's tables.
Oh, that brazier with the torch with the cage, that's awesome.
That is pretty cool. That's from the Eons of Battle Kickstarter that they did beginning of the year.
Very cool. Is all that all 3D printed, all that stuff?
All of that stuff's 3D printed, yep.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, all looking very cool. And then also my Envy warband, my Quarter of the Seven-Headed Serpent Envy, are all done.
What is
at Adepticon?
Nice.
Highly recommended. So yeah. Buffing has returned.
Oh man.
Okay. I wonder if we got storms coming in.
Well, we fixed half the problems. We fixed the audio problem.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, very happy with these.
If anybody knows anybody who wants to sponsor us, if we had more sponsors, we could probably fix this.
Possibly.
I'm just saying.
Yep. Awesome. Next up, sorry, so I wanted to
Oh,
show
those
this
are
as well.
awesome.
Yeah, so there's a guy in Japan who goes by the name of Scumbag Customs.
Sweet.
You'll find him on Instagram. That's Scumbag with a 4 for the A and K for customs. But yeah, he did. Okay, cool. Yes, Josh using the bull as a desecrated saint. But yeah, so he did this sheet of cool icons, which is just so much easier than painting all those tiny icons on tiny dudes.
Come on, I'm not painting a million like bas relief, like Catholic, I'm not doing that. That's crazy.
You're not going to put little gold halos around everybody?
No.
No. They they are super cool. But yeah, so when you order these, they get shipped to you from Japan, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I bought 2 sheets and I bought some other decals from him. But yeah, really nice stuff.
Those are great. They definitely punch up that model too.
Yeah. Yep.
Like on my guys, I got lucky. Like I said, that there's the one tilting plate that's sculpted, so it's like the thigh plates on your guy here.
Yep.
So I have those, and then they have a bunch of like embossed crosses and stuff. But I was like, I don't want to freehand anything on this guy. I mean, I'll probably do some like numbers and markings, but I'm not freehanding like a vignette.
Well, one of the cool things is, so we've got these 2 on the front, and then there's this little framed one down the bottom here.
That is pretty awesome.
And then on the back, there are 5 different sizes and shapes. So, fortunately, I was able to cut them from the this particular sheet.
Yeah, those are super cool.
Yeah, definitely neat. And then my next thing.
God, here we go again. Dave's back at it. He's trying to collect. He's trying to collect all 7 deadly sins.
Yep. I'm doing a Cult of the Black Grail force. So, but where the normal Cult of the Grail lean into like a fly aesthetic, there's they aren't a particular sub-faction, but just another sort of element of them. The anti-pope of Avignon.
Sure.
So there's a fallen area around Avignon, but the anti-pope actually married a sow, and now many of his followers are sort of corrupted pig mutants.
You can tell that Dave is you know what movie I bet Dave loves? Time Bandits.
Time Bandits for sure. But yeah, I grabbed these. Guys on the left are fairly straightforward. There's a couple of digital kit bashes, but they're from Bestiarum. Some of the models on the right are from Ve Victus.
The ones on the left, those are super nerdly.
Yeah. What I've actually done is some of the ones on the right, before I printed them out, I switched the heads for ones that are a bit more aggressive. And we've got some models as well in the Warband from War Games crew. So they are now all printed and over here primed. So I just need to start painting them. I've got some more speed paints coming in soon. So
very nice.
I'm messing with those. But yeah, that's my next.
What's up?
Yep. Cat, no. Unfortunately, we won't see the pig dudes finish for next week.
I mean, he says that, but
well, I know that because I'm heading to New Orleans this weekend.
Oh,
to go and see Tulane University with my daughter.
Very nice.
See if she's interested. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, sort of messing around with photos and backdrops and that kind of thing.
What's up, Josh? Welcome back.
Welcome back, Josh. Fantastic. So yes, there we go. So that's me. That's what I've been up to the last 6 weeks.
Very cool.
Loads of stuff. So let's talk about what travel we've been up to and what shows we've been to. I put them in chronological order, so it's going to be me talking for a little bit more. But feel free to jump in and ask questions, Jake.
When was Historicon?
When was Historicon? It was the week before San Diego ComicCon.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking GameCon Canada, but we did a show after GameCon Canada.
We did, yeah, we did. So we got that covered. If you want to see anything, the show about GameCon Canada, check out episode 20 of season 8. Excellent. So, buffering again. Borsonat, hello from Dallas. Met Dave at Pigment and had a good time.
Nice.
Fantastic. So let's jump in and talk about Pigment. Woo! So let me just go back to. Let's go back to this for a sec. Cool.
Okay.
So July 10th and 11th, I think 10th, 11th, 12th. I went down to Austin, Texas, to attend the very first Pigment miniatures show, put on by our friend Ray, who's in the chat. Hopefully, maybe he'll be back. But the very first show, basically Ray's vision, supported very ably by an army of volunteers, some fantastic folks. Who ran all sorts of aspects of it. They had, in addition to the competition, where they had a masters and a standard division, they had loads of space to sit down and do some painting. So very large area, sort of Fort Wapple-esque. And we're buffering. I wonder if we catch up each time, or if it just goes... Anyway, so yeah, very large area for painting miniatures, and there were 7 classrooms, I think. Like the vibe on Saturday night was incredible, so really happy about that. And then Sunday
I'm bummed I didn't get to go. Like the only reason I didn't is because, like I said, there's a local show I usually do, Iron Weld.
Yep.
And the whole reason I didn't go is that Ben and I are like the reigning, like sort of, undefeated guys from last
reigning
summer.
Champs.
Yeah. So I was like, well, we should go and represent again. And then maybe 3 weeks before the show, he was like, oh, we're not going. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes like, well, he's like, I'm not going to go because like the Horus Heresy guys aren't going to be there. And I was like, what do you mean they're not going to be there? And he's like, oh, I guess they have a show the week before and a show the week after. And it's the guys from Horus Heresy Roadshow. And they're based in Texas. So he was like, they didn't have enough people to like drive to the show, do that, drive back, drive to Boston, do that show, drive back, drive to the other show. And the other 2 shows, I guess, are more southern.
Right.
And I was like, I get it. So like at the last minute, I was like, okay, well, I guess I could have gone to Pigment. Are you, do you know is Ray doing the same dates for next year, or we don't know yet?
Well, Ray's just said next year's dates will be announced tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
So tomorrow we don't get the scoop on it, unfortunately.
I will check and find out if it's different dates. I will most likely be there.
Yep. Excellent. So let's have I didn't take any photos of the vendor hall because I'm an idiot. I didn't take any photos of the classrooms because again I'm an idiot and I didn't take any classes. But
there's some great photos of you and Courtney announcing the winners. So.
I do have some photos of some of the entries that I thought were really cool and a bit different to what we might normally expect at a painting competition. Sure. So the just to set up as well, the competition had, I think each of the divisions had 6 categories. It was like small single, large single, bust, storytelling, creature, and vehicle.
Okay.
No, and there was unit as well, so maybe seven categories.
Oh, it looks like we're allowed to scoop. Ray just said that the dates will be 1 weekend later.
Oh, okay, there we go. Awesome. Oh, awesome. Oh,
you heard it here first, folks.
That might not be good. We'll have to see. We'll have to talk about it. We'll have to see when Historicon is next year, because I have that responsibility as well. So, but we'll work it out. Anyway, let's look at these. Here we go. So on the left is a cool trench diorama. It's part of storytelling. We've got a wonderful New Antioch yeoman sort of stalking forward there in the trench with a war wolf ready to pounce from behind. Just looked very cool and fantastic. On the right-hand side there was just something that I'd never seen before at a miniature paint, like a fantasy sci-fi miniature painting competition before. It was a fantastic motorcycle. It's probably like a I couldn't even tell you what scale, maybe 1/24th scale. So
It looks like it's right next to
actually, might be bigger.
the Trench Crusade one. So
yeah, it is. It's probably bigger. Maybe it's 75 mil scale. But yeah, just a fantastic sort of vehicle done up with a lot of finishes that you'd expect to see on a real bike, real motorcycle. Sort of that candy red finish and candy green finish as well. Just a really fun piece. On the other side, it was like a velodrome sort of cutout. I think velodrome is the right word.
Wood paneling,
Yeah, wood paneling, sort of angled, so you get up to sort of really high speed on your motorcycle. I did get a photo of that, but it didn't want to translate into the presentation. But yeah, it was very cool. Next up, so here's a shot of some of the, I think these ones were for the standard category small figure. So
I see a ton of Warhammer.
Yep,
I
see a lot of Warhammer there.
A couple scale models. I see Scott Summers from Marvel United.
Right. Yep. He is in there.
On the far right, it looks like a little mouse guard guy.
Over in the front there.
Yeah, the top right looks like a little mouse.
Yep. And then the Colonel Dryer or Major Dryer, whatever he's called, with the backdrop there.
I believe it's Lord Major Dreer.
Lord Major. Okay.
What do the pink dots mean?
I think that basically said these are standard division. I could be wrong on that, but Ray will let us know. This one was a cool battle fairy.
Interesting. Very nice.
Yep. Yeah, just a really nice sort of somber piece, sort of in between battles, I guess. Has like a whetstone in her hand there, just sharpening the blade.
Very cool.
But neat stuff. But one thing you can spot there on to the side of that battle fairy plinth is the Texas Hill Country Scale Modelers badge. That's like a little sticker that folks from that organization went around and sort of popped, I think, like maybe 5 or 6 of them around to some of their favorite pieces.
Very cool.
So all of the models as well were on display like this on tables, but the tables were elevated on risers. So the tabletops were probably at about 4 feet high. So you could stand along the blue tape, lean forward, and still get a really good look at the pieces.
Nice.
Sort of not unobstructed by glass, which was cool. Oh, there we go. Ray says the pink dots mean the official photo was taken, and once they were judged, the dots were marked.
Very cool.
So that's good. But yeah, cool stuff, indeed. There was this bust as well. I think this was in the Masters section, but there was a great conversation sort of going back and forth as to whether that Donald Duck on there was sculpted on or just painted on.
I mean, it looks like it's part of the sculpt.
Yeah, I think it finally came down to it was sculpted on, but it was really tough to tell because the painting was really so good that it could have been just painted to look like a 3-dimensional embroidered piece. John Shepard has asked, is this from GenCon? No, this is from the Pigment Miniatures show, which was 3 weeks earlier in Austin, Texas. But yeah, this piece was brilliant. Loads of fantastic pieces. I think there were over 320 pieces.
I think he said you guys says you were expecting 100 entries. Ray said you ended up with 307.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Yep, 307. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. So many great pieces.
I forget what that thing's called, but that's one of the high elf
Yeah, the Lumineth Realm Lords.
mountain minotaur things.
Yeah, yep. Which was absolutely fantastic, sort of wading through the water there.
Very cool.
Really well done. The piece on the right is from Journeyman Miniatures, Tim Marsh's company. And that was Durham who'd done that.
I see our bears in the background.
Right, yep. They were there as well. But yeah, this the backdrop on the Goblin Wolf Rider there. That was one of his first backdrops that he's worked on.
Very cool.
And it was just, yeah, he said he had to repaint it a few times, but just got that really awesome sunlight through the leaves. Just all around, it was a wonderful piece. Excellent. Jez has said, amazing, very Paul Bonner. Yeah,
the goblin thing on the wolf.
The Goblin Wolf Rider, yeah, is definitely based on a piece of Paul Bonner art. Yeah. But yeah, so this Swifty piece was wonderful.
I know the beer she's drinking. Like I know that label.
It's is it Lagunitas or Lagunitas?
Yeah, and then it's the something light.
Right. But yeah, definitely cool stuff. I think just recently Chris Surrey did a version of this bust as well, which is also fantastic. But yeah, I just wanted to show this t-shirt. But the next piece that we've got, the next thing I wanted to show is that I was, as a sponsor, able to create a
beer topper. That's awesome.
Beer topper, yeah. I did a couple of sketches, handed some stuff off to my friend Mark Rayleigh, who then digitally sculpted those pieces for me, and created the Dave Teller Miniatures Creativity and Inspiration Award.
Very cool. I think it'd be really cool as a tap puller too, but I mean, you do you.
Right. Yep. Sorry. Just quickly, Kat has asked about the shirt. Is it a decal or painted?
It was painted.
Yeah, it's very definitely painted. Yeah, David Diamondstone is a very talented painter from West Coast. Yeah. If painted, I must step back so I can bow down. Indeed. But yeah, that was cool. We digitally printed or 3D printed it, and then I painted it up. Gave it a little bit of weathering there, and then was able to hand it during the show. So this is the awards ceremony on Sunday. So at the front there is myself. That's Stephanie from Orion's Belt Minis, and Courtney. Courtney, figuratively speaking, Minis. Just behind us, the man with that luscious beard is Dave from Verco's Vault. There's Roxana as well next to him, and quite a few other folks in the room, as you can see. And on the right there's me in an incredibly awkward pose, handing the trophy and award to Jeff Gale, who won the Creativity and Inspiration Award from me.
Very nice.
So yeah, it's super cool. If I do a little bit awkward, it's because I'm about to be running late to go and catch my Uber to the airport. Basically,
perfect timing.
After this, I had to sort of run down the side of the room while everybody watched and applauded, and then scoot out and get on.
I will have to ask Courtney if she got any photos of Dave running to catch his Uber.
No, I wasn't running because somehow my one of my shoelaces had come undone. So I didn't want to step and fall. So I was very careful as to how I was moving down the side there. But which made it all the more awkward. But it was just glorious, awkward Dave. But no, Jeff did a wonderful piece. And I said that I wanted to work on something that I was inspired by his piece. Work on something that sort of showed that inspiration. So here we go. On the left, it was Jeff's piece. which is this awesome grizzled pirate guy. Very cool texture on that leather hat.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
cool.
I love the treatment of the volumes on there, the nose and the chin, the cheeks there. That's a cast shadow there over sort of under the eyes or over the eyes from the hat.
Oh, cool.
And can't quite see it in this photo, but his right eye, like on our left, is kind of a little bit cloudy. But it's got his eye on the right is just fine. And the piece was called An Eye on the Future, or An Eye to the Future. So I grabbed this bust on the right-hand side from that was sculpted by Christoph Kyle Cornell on Instagram. He's a fantastic sort of crazy sci-fi dude. He has a Sally helm there, but just beautiful faces. I love the work that Christoph does on his faces. And,
it's almost like a modern take on 1490 Doom. Like he's wearing plate mail, but then he also has like a gas mask.
That rebreather, yeah. Yep. And I love that the the connector for on this side.
Yep.
Is here. It's got those little sort of plugs, like a audio jack, like a large audio jack.
Very nice.
But yeah, I also threw in the 512 there because that's the area code. Well, one of the area codes for Austin. But yeah, and then gave him some eye trauma.
Very cool.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, very cool. Nice. So that was Pigment. So for me, I would love to go back to Pigment. I would love to sponsor the Pigment show again. The Army Painter was one of the sponsors, and Courtney and Stephanie picked out the awards. I think there were 3 or 4 awards. But if you head to the Pigment show's Instagram, which I've linked down in the notes below, you can check out the other sponsored prizes as well as a lot of the other shots there of the winners, the best of show, the best of categories, that kind of thing.
Very
and
cool.
I think on the website, if it isn't up already, there will be Christian Schmitz just joined us, the man who put the team together to take all the photos for the show. So I think a lot of those photos are either they're up on the site now or they'll be going up soon.
Very nice.
Yep, very exciting.
We're at the halfway point. Anybody who's in the show, by the way, if you guys haven't already, please make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. We always forget to talk about that. That's trying to be better. Trying to be better about that this season.
Cool. Yes, that'll be good. Excellent.
That's a nice looking building you're in too.
So yeah, the week after that, I was back in the area. I drove up to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is about an hour and a half north, and this is the Lancaster Convention Center for Historicon. And at Historicon, I run the painting competition there. The War Games Illustrated presents the Historicon painting competition.
Nice.
Bit of a mouthful, but I started that back when I was working for War Games Illustrated. I think our first year was 2013, and this was our 11th year. We had a couple of years off thanks to COVID. But yeah, definitely a lot of fun stuff. On the left there is Brian Delaney. Who's a
friend of the show, old GW running mate of ours.
Yep. And Brian's helped me out at the show many, many times. And in the middle there is Andrew Waxtell, who was for the previous 3 years was won Best of Show. Brilliant painting. This year he actually sent me a message a month or two before the show and said typically we have a lot of wargaming miniatures as well. Surprise, surprise, at a historical miniatures wargaming show. So yeah, this was quite cool. This is us sort of after, as we're just we've handed back most of the minis, so we look a little bit more relaxed than at the start of the day. But this was the model that won Best of Show.
Very nice.
And it looks pretty big there next to Andrew, right? It looks like it might be a large scale mini.
I'm assuming that this isn't. Is that? It's not epic scale, but that's
No, it's just 28 mil.
yeah, standard
28
28,
millimeter.
and it's true 28 because it's historical. It's not 28 heroic like most of us are used to at GW.
Yeah. The hands aren't super big, but yeah, this isn't a great shot of it, but it is a beautiful, beautifully painted mini. And yeah, Justin Jackson was the winner this year. And last year he picked up quite a few silvers. This year he picked up quite a few golds. But yeah,
Very nice.
excellent. And Ray has just let me know. It looks like Pigment and Historicon are going to be a week apart again. I like that. These are some other models by Justin Jackson. These won first place in the fantasy unit or war machine category.
Those are cool.
But yeah, look at that face on the left. I wanted to zoom in specifically on that. Like when we got these up close.
Yeah, the
and
level
actually,
of detail on them is phenomenal.
yeah, these are all incredible. These are all based on like Age of Sigmar models or Cursed City models.
Okay.
But like Cities of Sigmar, some things. But yeah, the level of detail is absolutely incredible. And just the work on those faces is amazing. But that one on the left is just my favorite.
Yeah, he did a great job on that.
Yeah. Incredible facial recognition. But yeah, beautiful work there from Justin Jackson. Maybe Johnson. But anyway, Justin. But yeah, awesome stuff. And I thought I would show these as well. I wanted to zoom in on them. It's an incredible level of detail. But you know how you're asking about you mentioned epic scale.
Yeah, this is 6 mil. This is
Yep.
Is this from Hannibal or Hail Caesar or SPQR? It looks like it's from the new Warlord game Hannibal, which is the Carthaginian War. So
okay, it could be then. But yeah, I think these are Carthaginians. Yeah, no. Well, these are Iberian Scutari. I did remember
very
that.
nice.
But yeah, just the level of detail and the painting work is just incredible.
Yeah, dude, that's I'm not doing that. I'm spraying these guys brown and then dry brushing with gold and picking out faces and spearheads. And done, because I have to paint 1 million of these guys.
Yep. There's roughly I think 24 models in each base, and in this unit there were, what would there have been? There would have been 10 bases.
Yep.
10 or 12 bases. So yeah, close to 300 models in this unit. 250 to 300 models. Just amazing, the level of detail. So this one, of course, well, actually, I think this one took second place in that category.
There's as much material in this picture as there is in a Terminator.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, there's way more.
Yeah.
There's way more.
Crazy.
Yep. There we go. Just says they were mercenaries for Hannibal.
Yep. Hannibal. I thought I got that right.
Yep.
Yeah, Ray, exactly. I'm all set. Like, I don't need to be doing that.
Ray says my eyes hurt just thinking about it. But yeah, it was brilliant. That was one of the exciting things as well about the level of competition, was that not only did we have more entries, we also were very excited to have more entries than prizes for our youth category. I think we had 8 or 9 entries for that. We always have it in there, but it's not always the best sort of trafficked. But this was really good. But the quality level, I would say that the quality level had risen by maybe 25-30% if you were to quantify things, which was really exciting across the board. So a lot of people taking it seriously.
Very cool.
And finally, I just want to show this excellent trench diorama. It's great sort of World War One German stormtroopers storming a British trench. the guy on the left here is pulling aside a gas curtain into a dugout, and he's just about to get stabbed by a
Yeah, looks like an allied soldier with a bayonet.
Yep.
It does. I will say it does seem funny that it looks like all 4 of the Germans are not armed.
All right.
Like they're all empty-handed, and I'm like, this seems like a bad move.
Yeah, not quite. So this guy has, I think he's got a grenade and a pistol, or a club and a pistol.
Okay.
This guy's got a shovel in his right hand.
Sure.
And this guy also has a club or a shovel, and then the probably the sergeant or the corporal here has a pistol in his hand as they're running over there. But yeah, this was really good. And this was, so the guy who built this was like his first trench diorama, and like maybe his like 5th or 6th actual like full diorama. So, but yeah, just very cool work.
Very neat.
So yeah, so basically from 9 a.m. through till 6 p.m. on that day, whatever that is, 9 hours, was the Historicon painting competition, and everything went great. All the photos have been put into an article and sent off to Wargames Illustrated, which will hopefully go in an issue 2 or 3 months away. And then I think on Thursday I'm sending off the photos to the HMGS social media manager, who will be posting them over the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
And yeah, very cool. Nice. So I think that is me. That is me talking about all the things that I did.
So here we go, San Diego. So if everybody remembers, I did Grand State, or not Grand State. I did GameCon Canada in June, and then basically had 3.5 weeks off, and then flew to San Diego for San Diego ComicCon. It was insane, like it always is. It's one of the biggest shows I do. It's 170. I think this year they were closer to 180 something thousand. So it's bananas. This was a view from my hotel room, so thought it was a nice shot. You get the mountains off in the distance, and the ocean is basically to the right.
Okay.
And like uphill is sort of to the left.
Yep.
But this is, I just thought it was a nice shot. Yeah. And the weather was nice this year. When Dave and I were there last year, it was hot.
Right.
It wasn't too bad. It was like 80, 82, 83 every day. It was humid in the morning, but then it kind of like baked off in the sun. Right. And then we had a nice breeze off the mezzanine, went to our favorite food truck.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it was a good time. So
just so you know, Jake, I put these in the order that they came through.
Oh yeah, I just sent them to you kind of in the order they were in my camera roll.
Excellent.
So that's the shot on the left. That's a shot from where our classrooms are. We're in the mezzanine. So that's a shot out the mezzanine window down into the hall.
Right.
I don't think it's this one. There's another shot I have that's wider, and there's that you can literally play like "Where's Caleb?" because like he's in the photo.
Awesome. Cool.
And then this guy on the right, he's obviously the goodest boy. This dog was absolutely adorable. He's dressed like a Jedi. He had his blue saber, and he was walking around, and every time his owner would like talk to him, he would turn around and start wagging his tail the whole time. He was super excited. And I was like, did you like spray bacon flavor all over the handle or something? And she's like, no, he loves carrying it. All I have to do is say, hold on to this, and he won't put it down.
Wow.
And yeah, he was great. He was super sweet. This big lab. And then I was like, what else are you going to do? She's like, oh, tomorrow we're going to come as the Sith. And I was like, you can't have just one Sith. She's like, well, I'm going to dress as one too. And I was like, okay. I'm like, I like him better as the goodest boy, but he was adorable. Kat got to pet him, and he was super sweet.
Yep. Awesome. Next up.
So we were walking back to the hotel, the top photo, and they had the. I'm assuming that it's a recreation, but it's Ecto-1 from the Ghostbusters movies, right. And there were 3 guys dressed up as Ghostbusters, and then behind them, that white car in the back there, like on the top right, that's like I think it's like a Ford Aerostar. It's a newer car, and they had that all done up like a modern Ghostbusters vehicle.
Modern Ecto-1.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. So, but I mean, that classic like what is that, like a 19? It's like a late 1960s ambulance that's been like repurposed. It's just awesome.
Yeah. Possibly earlier. Those fins are very late 50s.
Oh, okay, yeah, it could be late 50s, early 60s. And I mean, I can still hear that siren. That
Absolutely.
It was pretty cool though.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then of course Phil. So
that was my lovely assistant Phil.
Yep, I did not go out to the show this year. I had some other stuff going on, but yeah, Phil was excited to join Jake, and it looks like Phil had a lot of fun.
He did. He had a blast. Phil has never filled so hard. He had such a great time there. Kat and Caleb gave us this display, so we had some of the items we were using on display in there, which was kind of nice, being able to show stuff off. And then I was in the process of setting up all of our boxes that's on the table. So I got to give a huge thank you to the Army Painter for providing all the paint and the brushes and stuff. And then our friends at Steam Forged provided all the minis. So we used a bunch of Epic Encounter stuff, which is like, it's like D&D or 5e compatible like modules. You can run them with anything, like if you play Pathfinder or something else, but they all come with like a whole module ready to go and a ton of minis. So there's a whole adventure like in a box. It's great. And then we also had models from the Dark Souls board game, which is also made by Steam Forged. So that, yeah, those models are great. We did 3 classes a day, 2 on Sunday.
Right. Awesome. Here are those wide shots for you.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, so you can see Caleb in both of these shots.
Okay.
If anyone wants to play Where's Caleb, but I can tell you where he is.
Is he at the Army Painter booth?
He is.
Okay, so we're going to find the Army Painter booth first.
So I will be honest with you, you cannot see the banner from this photo.
Okay. Is it where it was last year?
Yes.
Is it like over here?
Yeah, you're right. Oh, go back. Right there. That's Caleb. Nope, go back. Right there. That's Caleb.
Right there. Okay.
Yep. You can see his maroon shirt. So that giant booth on the corner was like crazy artwork, and they had made it almost like, if I'm being honest, their booth was too big. It stuck out further than it should have.
Right.
So because it stuck out further, the Army Painter booth was like pushed back, so you couldn't see their sign.
This one
but
here.
That booth was huge. It was way bigger than it was supposed to be. And they had all these like weird pop out like hanger sign things.
Right. Yeah.
And then Army Painter was next to them, and then there was another booth that was similar to Army Painters. You know, where it was set back, and all their signage was at the back of the booth.
Right.
Yeah.
You can see it here as well.
Yep.
Just the big.
Yeah. And again, there's Caleb. The booth. You can see it. You can see his burgundy shirt.
Awesome.
But they had a ton of fun. Like they said, like we had a lot of people from the classes go down and visit them, and vice versa. They sent some people up to us. But this hall is huge. Like, to give everybody an idea, you are looking at, so the top photo, that's row 1500 is where they are. Then that's 1600. You're looking down 1700, and then 1800 is to the right. Those 4 or 5 rows across, that's like part of Hall C.
Yeah.
So this whole hall is halls A through F. Oh, sorry, A through G is what this whole thing is. It is gigantic.
Yeah.
And then hall H is sort of divided by a wall. You have to like go outside and go around, and that's like a big amphitheater, and that's where like all the crazy like the Marvel movies and the Star Trek stuff and all the Star Wars panels, that all happens in hall H. But yeah, the rest of this hall is just overwhelmingly huge. It's gigantic.
Yeah. Excellent. But you still were able to catch up with.
Yeah, so that's our buddy Ross in the middle. So Ross goes out there. He's now working for Critical Role. Friend of the show. We've had him on before. He's a good buddy of ours. And then that's my buddy Alan, another friend of the show on the left there from his show Ancient Ones. So if I remember correctly, we're in row 4000. This is where Alan's booth is. Right, so he's in Artist Alley. He's right at the beginning of Hall
G.
Think F. It's either F or G.
F or G.
But he's right on the edge there. So the three of us try to get a shot at every show we do. So I was able to catch up with them.
Excellent. Ross is actually from San Diego, and each year he puts on a like a tabletop gaming industry night. Did you get to go to it this year, or?
I did. It was huge. So like the first year that I went, there was maybe 60 or 70 people. And then the first year that Dave and I went together, which was my second year, there were probably 130, 150 people there.
Yep.
Last year there was north of 200.
Oh, really? Wow.
But there were almost 300 invites sent out. This year there were over 400 invites sent out, and there was easily 350 people there. Like it was mob.
That's wild.
But it was cool seeing everybody.
Yep. Very cool.
I love Macross and Robotech. Like I grew up watching Robotech. So there's this company called, I think it's 30, and they're making new fully like articulated like Macross Veritex that you can transform. So all of them turn into those 4 things. So there's the guy standing up, that's called the Batroid. That's when it's in the robot form. And then the one in the middle is called Guardian, which is like the half jet, half robot thing. Yep. And then there's the fighter mode, which is the jet. And these are 4 different patterns of them. And they actually make, I think, 5 different patterns or 6 different patterns. But I was like, oh man, like, why did I see these? So like the one that has the armor that's like, that's in fighter mode with the boosters and everything.
Yep.
I have to buy that.
Yeah.
They didn't have it in stock. They were taking pre-orders for it, but
okay.
I was like, yeah, I need to get that.
Yeah. That's good.
But they were super cool. They had some awesome stuff. They had an Optimus Prime and a bunch of like really cool, like think like Sideshow Collectibles level of detail, like scale model kits and like collectibles. They had an Optimus Prime that's like, I think it's like 3 feet tall. It's huge.
Oh wow. That's insane.
It comes in a bunch of pieces. The box is one of the biggest boxes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that? And they're like, oh, that's Optimus. And I was like, how much is that? And they were like, it's $2,300. I was like, that's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, their stuff was bananas.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's cool.
That's Phil giving some lessons. We were in a weird spot where so for people who haven't been there, so we're in this big hall that has the paint and take, which is all the other tables. And then Dave and I usually have our classroom set up like a U. So we can like walk around inside and kind of see everybody's stuff and answer questions. And because we ran in the same time slots as some of the paint and takes, they do every like 45 minutes or every hour on the hour. I think it's every 45 minutes they roll people out.
Yep.
And our classes are 2 hours. So people will start to get up at certain times. And I'm always like, you guys don't have to leave. But usually by the end, people have other stuff planned, so they'll just duck out. So this was like in the middle. This was towards the end of one of our first classes.
Right. Cool.
But it was a good time. You got some people working on, I think that's speed paint they're doing. So there's got like markers and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see all the silver caps. This is speed paint. So that's me sitting down actually painting a model, showing some people how the speed paints work and how to do like, you can kind of, I mean, obviously you're wet blending, but it's a little different because it's more like you're kind of like, I mean, I guess technically it is wet blending, but you just got to be a little more careful with this because it's so wet, and you're not really blending it. You got to make sure you kind of mix on the fly. But I was showing people how to do like different tones and shifts and stuff, but they were great. I did it's one of the little goblins with the wooden like shaman's mask.
Okay.
But the fun little model.
Yeah.
But
excellent.
And then that's a great shot of the outside entrance where you come in, and then the other cool thing about if you've ever done a show like this is every single building in the downtown area is all like wrapped. So like that giant Star Trek Strange New Worlds that's up on that's a hotel, and that's like wrapped around the whole like top half of the hotel. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's an outside shot of the mezzanine. So again, you can see the top half of the hotel there. So Dave and I, our classroom is basically like, if you see the lady in the pink costume, if you draw a straight line back to the wall, that's where the glass is for our classroom. So you can go in. We would come out every day and go down those stairs and go to there's a phenomenal Mexican food truck that's like parked underneath the mezzanine, and it's amazing. Dave and I ate there like every day last year.
We did. Twice sometimes.
Yeah, 100%. And then that was the arcade experience. They had a bunch of like old school arcade cabs.
Cool.
I do love me some old school arcades. That's so Boom Comics. They had some neat stuff, and then Insights there.
I got to ask for the Boom booth. Looking at it at the moment, it looks like it's a lot of the wall with the sign saying Boom. It's
Yeah,
like
so they had all these like display cases, and then on the other side they had other stuff in that. So it's a lot of their like featured stuff.
Okay.
And then on the other side of that one is I think Dynamite, and that's where Caleb got a skateboard deck.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool.
But were they selling stuff or?
Yeah, this is like first thing in the morning, so they were like in the process of like setting up.
Okay, ready.
This is like Thursday, I think. Or Wednesday. That's why everything's kind of still tame.
Sure.
But and then the bottom one, that's the obviously the Masters of the Universe booth, but that's like part of the Mattel booth goes all the way through.
Right. Okay.
But that was kind of cool. Which, by the way, if anybody hasn't seen it, the new Masters of the Universe is on. I think it's on Prime for free right now if you have Amazon Prime. So,
okay,
I watched it the other night. It's pretty good. It's a Venn diagram of they are clearly big fans of Flash Gordon.
Yeah,
they're trying to do like some Easter eggs and an homage for anybody who's a He-Man fan, whether it was the cartoon or the original movie with Dolph Lundgren. And then there's also like a it's almost like reminiscent of like a cartoon. There's some very interesting stuff that they do. But it was good. It was entertaining. The cast is really solid and definitely fun to watch.
Yeah, cool.
It's long. It's like 2.5 hours long. I was like, I did not expect it to be that long.
I would have expected 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, and so in Hall H they do these panels, right?
Yeah, this is not in Hall H.
Okay.
Like I had to specify that to everybody. I was like, this wasn't that big a deal. And Phil's like, dude, you're on a panel at Comic-Con. And I was like, yes, it's not like we're in Hall H. It's not me and Ryan Reynolds talking about Deadpool 3. Like this is just still really cool. I'm not knocking it. It's just like Phil was like super like stoked about this.
Dude, regardless of where it was,
yeah,
I still think it's pretty cool that they
I agree.
It invited to be on a panel, which is
I
neat.
agree. It was fun. It was really cool. So the guys on this panel and girls, if I go left to right, so the guy in the baseball hat, that's Rich. Rich is the producer and he's one of the hosts on The Toys That Made Us. So if anybody's ever watched that show, and then the next gentleman, he is the creator of Monster High. The whole IP with like the cartoon and the toys and all that stuff. Like that's him. He's super nice. Then the guy who's taking the selfie, that is Dan Southworth. He's an actor. He's been in a ton of stuff. He has a lot of like minor roles and a lot of stuff, but then he has a couple of big roles. So anybody who's played Devil May Cry, the video game, he's the voice of Virgil, the main character. He also does a lot of mocap for that. And then he was the Quantum Ranger in all of the Power Ranger stuff. Super nice guy. Then to my right is that's my friend Jen. She works for Ultra Pro. She's like I think she's like the VP of like global branding. I forget her title. Super nice. She's an absolute sweetheart. I've known her for years. And then on the right, that is Scott. He is a toy expert, and he goes on a lot of panels to talk about toys in specific, and he's very good at like identifying where stuff is from. He was on The Toys That Made Us and a couple of other shows. But the whole panel was called Kidults, and it was about like the adult sort of toy buying market and like how collectibles work and things like that. It was fun. It was definitely a fun panel to be on.
Right.
Yes, there's everybody's name. So Richard, Garrett, Dan, myself, Jennifer, and Scott. Cool. And then that's my friend Bex on the left. She runs a nonprofit called Sack Geeks, or works at this nonprofit Sack Geeks, and she moderated the panel.
Cool. I think I met her last year at Ross's thing. Cool.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
But they were great. We had a good time.
Very cool. It's important to see you all standing up so that you're the tallest. But no,
that's usually not in doubt. Like,
but super cool, dude. Very cool.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Was it fun? Was it interesting? What?
Yeah, it was nuts. We had over 100 people in the room, and apparently the panel. So if anybody follows us, like I'll post it on our channel too. But like Bex is trying to get the full panel so that we can upload it. Apparently they sent it to her in 2 chunks, and for some reason she can't. It won't let her download both. But once she figures that out, I'll share it so everybody can watch it. But it was fun. It was a lot of like, sort of like how collectibles work and how people get into them and like why they get into it and like why, you know, it seems like adults are you know, more collecting toys now than they used to. And like Scott made a comment about how the current toy industry, more adults and collectors buy toys than kids do. If you look at like some of the more of the high end stuff. And I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Some of the lines. Yeah.
Yeah. See, Heresy gets it. He goes, there he is, not in Hall H.
Yeah.
Sean, you'll love my t-shirt. That's another one of my Robotech t-shirts. I probably have like 5.
Yeah. Excellent.
But it was fun. It was fun. So the photo on the left, I thought this was really funny. So anybody who's played Halo, on top of those 2 hotels, I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're air exchangers or what, but it looks like 2 pelicans from Halo are landed on top of these buildings. Right. And I was like, I've played enough Halo Reach. When the Covenant comes in and they start like, you know, glassing the planet, you're like, we gotta get the pelicans. So I said to everybody, I was like, I gotta get over there. Like, that's the building we have to get to. Like, we have to get to that building. And then that's Phil and I getting breakfast on the last day. We walked up the street, and I believe that building on the left, I think that's the hotel that Dave and I stayed at last year.
Oh, okay. Right.
Because we walked up and I was like, I recognize this. So I'm pretty sure that's the hotel we were in last year. But it was a ton of fun. Like Phil did a great job filling in for you. He was having the time of his life, and he's super excited for next year. That show is bananas. It is. If you don't have a very specific kind of agenda, that show is overwhelming.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
But it was a lot of fun.
Very cool. And we've got a few more photos.
Okay, so that's a Sentinel from the Marvel booth. They were doing, obviously Marvel was doing a ton of stuff this year with Doomsday coming out and the Fantastic Four having just been in theaters like this year. And then on the right, that is, I forget what they're called. They're the new little mechanic dudes from The Mandalorian.
Okay.
The little guys that like fix the suit and stuff.
Yep.
And this whole thing was a ship that was to scale of them, and it was all done. So like all the little guys, they're all animatronic. So like they move, like the little pilot kind of turns his head and hits buttons, and there's a mechanic walking behind the ship, and right. It was pretty cool though. The whole thing was to scale to them.
Excellent. That's cool.
That's so Heresy was asking, that's a Gundam on the left. That is the Gundam. That is the RX-78, which is kind of like the classic Gundam. That thing is about 5 feet tall, and they have it on top of a giant case, and then they have another one on the other side. Alan was super stoked about this booth. He bought a bunch of Gundams. And then in the you can kind of see it in the case underneath him. Right. So on the top, it was cool. They showed all the pieces. Like when we get sprues, they showed all the different pieces and like how you use the different parts to like make stuff. They showed that it's like they're so whenever you buy Gundam, it's always printed in the colors.
Yeah.
So like you could build that guy on top, and stuff would be printed in red and stuff would be printed in blue. So you'd have a blue sprue and a red sprue and a yellow sprue and a white sprue. And the top of that case was them kind of showing how you do it. And they show like snips and things and glue, and they walk you through the steps of making a Gundam. And then the bottom case where all those color squares are, they show all the different scales of Gundams.
Okay.
Because like you always, there's like high grade and perfect grade and real grade and master grade, and they're all different scales. Like each one goes up. So I think the smallest ones are like they're like 1/144th or something. Right. And then they jump to like 1/40th or 1/100. And then it's 1/72. And the biggest one they make, I think, is like 1/60th. But they walk you through all the grades. So like if you're like, I don't know what Gundam I should get, the smaller grades are typically easier to build. So if you're new, like, or if it's a little kid, you would get them the really simple ones, and then you can work your way all the way up. But it's just kind of neat that they have that all showed out for you. So if you're walking through the show and you're like, I don't know how to do this, they kind of show you everything.
I don't know what this is. That's a great idea.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really cool. And then on the right, that's all stuff from the original Hobbit cartoon, the original animated, and they did the toys. So you've got Gandalf on the top right, and then there's the Goblin King, and then I think that's Thorin. I didn't look to see which one. I'm assuming that's Thorin.
Next to the Goblin King.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
And then down the bottom you've got like Bilbo, and I think that's an elf.
Actually, yeah, it looks like that might. I would say that might be Boromir on the left.
Okay, it looks like he's got a helmet on, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, super cool. Like, I mean, it definitely took me back when I saw this stuff.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah,
again, it plays into that the theme of the panel, right?
100%. Yeah, the nostalgia is a real thing. So
it's a real thing for sure.
Oh, and it's I thought you would like this. So on the right, that is that's all the characters from Labyrinth.
Yep.
And then I also sent another one. I don't know if you put it in, but that same company also makes Time Bandits action figures.
Bam.
Yeah, there we go. I was like, I knew he'd put those in. And then if you go back to the other one, the one on the left, that's the 3 of the characters from Cyberpunk from the cartoon.
Okay.
Really cool. That's that company 30, same company that makes all the Robotech stuff and had the giant Transformers. Their booth was very, very hard on my self-control. I was like, how many hundreds of dollars in robots can I bring home before my wife kills me?
Yep.
But they were super cool. The Time Bandit action figures I thought were great.
Yep.
Yeah, like, those are that's phenomenal.
Yeah, very cool. And that was that a life-size Mandalorian?
Yep. Yeah, that was cool.
Case. Yeah.
That was there was a lot of Mandalorian stuff at the show. They had there's a new real Grogu, and I think like Ross took a photo with it or a video with his wife or his girlfriend rather, and they're like interacting with it, and it like responds to like stuff you say or when you get close to it.
All right, wow,
it's pretty neat.
That's wild.
Yeah, Sean, you're 100% right. Legend is phenomenal.
He's wrong about the Labyrinth though. Labyrinth is great.
I mean, Labyrinth is great, but Legend is amazing. quite possibly Tom Cruise's best work.
Excellent. And Steven's just joined us. Tabletop Super Show. I'm actually home for an episode of BPP.
Nice.
Welcome back to season 9. You've missed all of the technical difficulties at the start. Anyway, so there we go. Some Trench Crusade cosplay.
Some I think those are Kriegers. So
you're
some
right,
Kriegers,
you're right, they are. Yeah.
Some Kriegers came to the booth. That was really cool. And then that's the Hulk from Sideshow Collectibles.
Sideshow, yeah.
Sideshow had some absolutely incredible stuff. They had a Storm from the X-Men. They had a Storm that was 2 feet tall, and they had put like translucent plastic in certain parts so that like when her lightning powers would activate, like her earrings would glow, and like the S on her chest would light up like a lightning bolt, and her eyes would glow. Just really, really cool stuff.
Excellent. Just quickly, both Jez and Stephen have pointed out that Northumbrian Tin Soldier do official Time Bandits minis that are amazing.
I like how you two wrote almost the exact same thing at almost the exact same time.
Yeah, amazing.
The T-Rex head, I think that's Elite.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's like Elite Screen something. I can't remember the name of the company. But super cool. They had like 4 different. Or no, they had 6 different dinosaur heads.
Right.
Obviously the T-Rex is the coolest, so I got that one. I think Cat took a picture of the Dilophosaurus, the one with the frill.
Right. Yep.
And then there's another Mandalorian with Grogu in front of the Lucasfilm booth, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, it does look great. Excellent. So that was
GenCon.
San Diego ComicCon.
Yep.
And then we've got some photos from GenCon, but you didn't go to GenCon. I did not. Apparently, like 80,000 people went to GenCon.
Yeah, something like that.
But so who do these photos come from?
I think these are from Kat and Caleb and Tim.
Okay.
Because I had asked them if you could send me a couple photos just so we could kind of go over it a little bit. Just GenCon's another one. Like for me, it's just too hard. Like having to literally, if I did it, I'd get home from San Diego on a Monday, and there were a whole bunch of flight problems. Like I was gonna send you a screenshot of Kat's. You know, this is the flight tracker. When you're on the plane, you can like look at it. Kat sent me a picture of her tracker, and it's the plane going to Chicago, and then it literally just goes
Around.
literally. There's like 8 loops around Chicago,
Yeah.
and then they got low on fuel, and they had to redirect to Peoria.
Right. Oh,
And then the airport they landed at was too small to service their plane, so they couldn't get off. And then a fuel tender drove up there, which took like an hour and a half, and they refueled the plane, and then they tried to fly back to Chicago. And I was like, it was all bad. Alan's flight got delayed. Everybody I know who flew east from San Diego, like if you went further than like the Great Lakes, they all had problems flying.
Yeah. Crazy.
But yeah, so if I did it, I'd land on Monday, pack on Tuesday, and then head out to GenCon on Wednesday. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that. That's too much.
Right.
So that's the Warhammer GenCon experience on the left.
Yeah.
You walked in there, they had a whole bunch of stuff set up. And then on the right, that is for anybody who's familiar with that is Dungeon Crawler Carl,
Right.
which just had a huge Kickstarter. Did really well. I'm a little confused as to why they did an RPG. It just seems odd. Like the whole point of Dungeon Crawler Carl is that it's a book series that's an audiobook series now, and the audiobook series is what got traction. And it's basically this guy reading the story of his character in like basically playing D&D.
Right.
Like that's literally what it is. So the fact that they made an RPG, I was like, he's just playing D&D though. Like, so it's weird, but I mean, again, made him a ton of money. I wish Renegade all the best. I hope it does well. Like they do a really good job with their stuff, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, there were people cosplaying as him at like San Diego ComicCon and stuff.
Yeah. To be honest, I have not checked out Dungeon Crawler Carl at all. So I didn't know that this is what Dungeon Crawler Carl looked like.
Yeah.
But I thought, because I saw the Catalyst sign behind there, I thought that maybe this was Tommy on a plinth.
No.
Tommy Rice.
No. If you look at the sign that's closer, this is Heroescape, and the big floating R on the back left. This is the Renegade booth.
Yeah, I see that now, of course. Now that you mention it, but excellent.
This was a live play that I think Tim went to.
Okay.
So this was on Saturday night. So they had this whole thing set up to do a live play, D&D, and like stream it, I guess. And like this is obviously the setup that Dave and I need. Like we need all of this stuff. That's super cool. And then we need somebody to run it.
Yep.
But yeah, I just thought it was
you, and it ain't gonna be me.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was a theater a theater kid in high school and college, like I can run a soundboard, I can run a light board. But obviously I can't do that if I'm also on the stage. So I just thought this was a cool photo, just kind of showing their whole setup and you know, kind of getting to see like literally behind the scenes. Like you've got their laptop that's running everything. They've got their video switcher. They've got their transitions. They've got all their lighting boards with all their effects. And then they've got multiple cameras they can switch back and forth to. It's just kind of a cool setup to see.
Yeah, that's wild. Wild.
I don't know if this is the one that Jenny's playing in.
No, I don't think so. I was looking for it.
So that's obviously Jimothy on the left.
Yep.
So he's sculpted, and that was at the Monster Fight Club booth.
Monster Fight Club booth, yeah.
Well done, John, by the way, getting this thing done in, I don't know, 10 minutes. So really cool he was able to sell Jimothy models. Adam Pratt, my business partner and friend of the show, was like, somebody has to go to their booth and get that for me. So we secured a Jimothy for Adam.
Excellent.
And then on the right, that is Cardhalla.
Yep.
You've been to Gen Con before, Dave?
I have, yeah. Yeah.
So you're familiar. So for those of you who don't know, Cardhalla they have a ton of random cards. They're playing cards and old board game cards and magic cards and all kinds of bulk stuff. And basically you take whatever you want and you can build whatever you want. And then the idea is all the money that they
basically, you pay to build, right?
Yep. And then you buy you buy a ticket. You buy tickets. And then with the tickets, you can build as soon as you buy tickets, and then you spend your tickets to come back and destroy Cardhalla. But you don't do that till the last day.
Yeah. And it's basically you destroy it by standing back and throwing things at it.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So there's great videos online for destruction of Cardhalla. But yeah, very cool. Neat. Always good.
Our friends at Catalyst, this is some BattleTech stuff.
Yep.
So this is stacked up on their new that's the beginner game, I think.
Yep, BattleTech Essentials.
Yeah, okay. So that's the essentials. That's their new like and kit. It's like a beginner kit. And then they have a new box that's just called the BattleTech Core Box, and that should be hitting stores probably in the next couple weeks. But super cool. It just has all like the basic stuff. Their models are a ton of fun to paint.
Yep. Sean says, I believe it's quarters. So I think you throw quarters at the the card buildings to try and knock them down.
Very cool.
But yeah, that's a neat display. And then
I took this photo for you, Dave.
Yeah. You went there though.
No. I like out of the hundreds of photos I got, I was like, this
all
one
right,
is
okay,
included for Dave.
Cool. Is this?
I have no idea. Like this to me, at first I was like, oh, is this just like a straight up historical? And then the more I was looking at it, it doesn't look like.
I think it's Napoleonic.
Okay.
I say that because of the uniforms of the models at the front.
Sure.
Are white, so like the Austrians had white uniforms.
Their ranks were a disaster. That's why I was like, everything's out of order. Like none of their lines are dressed. Like I was like, come on, you gotta keep your units tight and in formation.
Yeah, this is it's like mid game for folks who are more interested in the result of the game rather than the look of the game.
Sure.
So yeah, it is pretty wild though.
I like the little red rubber bands to show like where cannons are hitting. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, it just missed the horsemen, and then you're like, oh, it hit those horsemen, and it absolutely annihilated that unit of like riflemen.
Yeah. Absolutely interesting. Cool.
What's this there?
I don't think we have any photos though of the rains that soaked.
Oh my god! So for people who weren't there, I talked to Alan about this, and Jennifer posted a great photo. The girl who was on the panel with, she posted a great photo. I thought it was a special effect. She took a photo like this up at the ceiling, and the ceiling in some of the hall is like it's corrugated steel, like it's the folded steel. So there's overlapping plates, and rain is just pouring in like it's raining inside. Like not spouting off of a certain spot, like pouring in. And she's like, oh, we got a little weather inside. And I was like, that is crazy. So I talked to Alan, and apparently they got a tornado warning. And people who live in the Midwest were like, oh yeah, we get them all the time. But a lot of people who are at GenCon aren't from the Midwest, so they didn't really know what to do. So GenCon was doing a lot of like, can we have everybody go to the middle? And in general, most adults are not the easiest to wrangle, and a bunch of like nerds are even worse. And they were like, can everybody go to the middle? And then finally, like they had security kind of pushing people to the middle. And then I guess our buddy Brian, who's been on the show, was in another area. He was over near the stadium, and they made everybody in the stadium either retreat into like the superstructure of the stadium, and then a bunch of people went to like there's a hurricane shelter, like a storm shelter underneath the building. So he got like sequestered into that with a bunch of people. And then fortunately the tornado didn't go anywhere near downtown. I guess like they had just really severe weather, but then they got hammered with like a thunderstorm, and that's what happened with all the rain. I guess there were some roof issues in certain spots. So like there was definitely parts that Alan said he saw a bunch of booths get soaked. Like all of their games, everything they had out just got like soaking wet, and they had to like try to figure out how to get around that. That seems like it's nuts.
Yeah, absolutely. But definitely check out some videos online for that GenCon rain. Really search for that.
I did want to show off some art real quick.
Okay, be quick because we still got minis to show.
Okay, so this is from when I was at GameCon Canada. This artist was super cool, and we were talking earlier about like catching your childhood. So I bought a bunch of these. So this is Optimus Prime, obviously.
Hold it up so we can't see your face, because we can't. Okay.
I just want to make sure I'm keeping.
That's why you're doing the angle, right? Yeah, I get you.
I'm trying to make sure I keep it in frame. So that's Optimus.
Is he doing it like a big diving roll?
Yeah, that's from the movie. He jumps off and he like shoots two of the Seekers.
Right.
So this is Soundwave being shot, and this is Thundercracker.
Right.
And then some Macross. So we got 3 Robotech Veritech pilots.
Yep.
And then this is super cool. Can you identify all of these, Dave?
I cannot. I can identify some of them. Is that like an X-wing at the top, and is that a I can't remember the name of the fighter. It's in my head somewhere, but I can't bring it out.
So
But
that's
it's from Battlestar Galactica.
That's a Colonial Viper.
Colonial Viper. There we go. Thank
And
you.
then this is a United Earth Protectorate Thunderfighter from Buck Rogers.
Okay.
And then this is a Veritech from Robotech or Macross.
Right.
And then this is from I think it's Force 5 or Vanguard Ace. That's like that's the big Thunderbird.
Okay.
But I was like, that's super cool. Like I was like, that's really neat that he did that. And then here's another one from our childhood.
Oh.
So it's the Enterprise and the Reliant.
Okay.
Like battling it out from Wrath of Khan. I was like, that's super cool. And then I got.
Oh my goodness! How much did you get? Oh,
this.
Cool. From
you recognize these guys? Yeah, that's right. So I got
Yep.
it's Vincent, Maximilian, and Bob from Black Hole. I was like, that's awesome. So I was like, he had so many. And he was really, really nice guy. He was like, oh, my wife and I have done this show forever, and we do a couple shows in Canada. And I was like, do you ever do shows in the States? And he's like, it's just too hard to get stuff across the border. But this is him.
Right. Paul LaRue. Excellent.
His art was spectacular. He had so I was like, what are we doing? What are the deals? And he's like, okay, so you can get any one print. It was like any one print for 12.
Yep.
And if you bought 3, it was for 30. And if you did 5, they ended up being $7 a piece.
Right.
And I was like, what if I do more than that?
Wow.
I was like, what if I do more than that? And he's like, oh, I would just keep them the same price. And I was like, I'm sorry, they were $15 a piece. They were, I think they ended up being $10 a piece. Oh no, it was $7 a piece. It was $7 a piece if you bought 5.
Right.
So I ended up buying like 10 because I got one for Ben. I got this really cool Godzilla. I got the Dinobots for my buddy Doug, and I got the Dinobots for Alan because they're both huge Dinobots fans. And then those are all for me.
Nice.
But yeah, his art was and he was super nice. Him and his wife were super chill. It was great talking to them. And
excellent. Cool. Okay, so now we will jump in. It's been 6 weeks, so there's been a lot of stuff. I didn't grab all of it, but I grabbed a lot of it.
Right on.
We will race through everybody's minis from the Facebook group, Build Paint Play Community.
Oh, Sean's right. It's the Blue Jet is from Battle of the Planets. It's G-Force.
Right. There we go. Fantastic. So first up, we have. So this isn't Aaron actually painting this. This is his daughter, who is 7.
Very nice. Still really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Done a great job there.
Is that one of your guys? Is that one of the dwarfs?
I think it might be. It's not an actual Votan model, but I think it might be one of either a Grim from Kev White or might be from Mantic.
Okay. It definitely has that Votan. It has that Votan look to it.
It does have a Votan look to it for sure, but or it could be a 3D print. But excellent work there for Aaron's daughter. Very cool stuff. Next up,
I was waiting for you to be like, Alan painted this left-handed.
No. So we've had somebody new join the Facebook community. I say new to us, not new to wargaming. Right. Alex Dingle, who posts on Facebook as AD80 Warhammer, or Oldhammer. But yeah, into a lot of Oldhammer stuff.
Dude, he's got some old school stuff on his table. I see a Citadel color tin bits.
Yeah.
On the left there. I was like, they haven't made that color in like 12 years.
Absolutely. But yeah, some fantastic emulators there from Sisters of Battle.
Yep. Such a cool
so these are some Exodites that Alex must have converted a while ago.
A little bit ahead of the curve here. I got it.
Yep, just a little bit. So there's a Fire Prism Dino bot at the top there.
Very cool.
But yeah, definitely neat, and a cool backdrop there for the Maiden World.
Very nice. Yeah, that new Exodite kill team is going to sell like crazy. We sold out immediately.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's all good, folks. Everybody just relax. Like the kit's going to be coming up by itself.
They'll be coming. And I also picked this one. So this is an old armor cast.
Yep.
I think it's a Maliceptor. Tyranid Maliceptor.
think so, yeah.
But yeah, there's a crazy body behind that, but the main part of the Maleceptor with these two big sort of flexible claw things. I like to do that.
Yeah, I know.
But
He's even got the old school Warhammer 40,000 logo at the top.
yeah, it's definitely great. It looks like I think that's probably been cut from a like a 40K core set.
Nice.
But yeah, so Alex posted a ton of photos over the course of the last 6 weeks. So we're not going to show all of them, but definitely head back in. If you haven't checked it out in the last 6 weeks, definitely head back in and take a look at everybody's stuff. Next up, Amos, continuing his work on the Armageddon box set. Posted a lot of fantastic characters that he's been working on. These were two of my favorites. There, the Ancient there, holding the banner aloft for his Crimson Fists.
Very nice. I do love Crimson Fists. They're just
yeah.
I think it's because they were on the original RTB01 box. I think that's why I like them so much. Like,
Sure. Yeah.
Like that was my first experience with Warhammer 40K was that picture.
Right. Yep.
And you're like, oh, that's what Space Marines look like. They're blue with a red hand.
Yep. I think my first like the first photo of one of my pieces of work that made it into a White Dwarf was my Crimson Fist army from back in the day.
Nice.
For like 90, 97, 98. But yeah, definitely cool. But I got to tell you, of the two here, I'm a big fan of the Orc War Boss.
Yeah, the War Boss is phenomenal. Like I love that yellow. He's got so many like burnt orange colors in there, and then like the tiger stripes on his jaw plate.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I think they're flames, but they give that tiger stripe sort of feel as well.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, super cool.
But,
and like the double saw blade hand. Like who doesn't like that?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely awesome. And the checkers around the bottom of the sort of on that.
Yeah, if you don't have dags, are you really an orc?
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, looking very cool there, Amos. But again, Amos posted a lot of stuff over the break. Definitely head there and check them out. Looking great. Next up, Ben. So your business partner, Ben.
Yeah, he's been killing it. He painted basically the entire box in like I think 6 weeks total. Like he was super quick with it. I don't even think it was that way. I think he painted the whole box in like almost 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, you did paint them super quickly. You can see here the one of the. There's like a new level, isn't there? There's like a boss level. There's knobs, bosses, and then big bosses or bosses.
So this is just the. I think this is just the knob that leads each of the squads because there's two knobs that are in the squads, and then there's a boss and a big boss.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then that's the weird boy on the right.
Yep. Malev has joined us, and he said if I was an orc, I would have a sore foot.
Nah, he can ride it around like a unicycle, just like pick up the other leg and.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that weird boy looks great too. Nice work, Ben.
He's super cool.
Very cool.
There's a mini vignette that's built into the box.
Yeah.
If you take the weird boy and the psyker, the librarian, like they have like a wave of energy going this way. Like it's going away from the weird boy.
Yep.
Like his whole background and all the things are all flying off of him, and then on the librarian they're all flying off of him. So it's a really cool diorama that's just like asking to be put together.
Yeah, for sure. Very cool. And then Ben's war track there with the rocket launcher.
I will always have a soft spot for the war track. I think it's one of the coolest things ever. Who doesn't want a half track motorcycle? Like that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the is it kill rig? DACA kill rig or something like that? No, it's not kill rig. It's
the kill rig that's the one from the Beast Snagga Boys. This is the I forget what it's called, but that thing is great.
Maybe it's the DACA rig. There's something rig in its name, but yeah.
Yeah, that thing's nuts. But that's the mech that's on that.
Yeah. Well done, Ben, for smashing that out. And Ben also posted some photos of his knights.
Yeah, he painted 6 knights as well.
He's just been crushing it.
Yep. He's been figuring stuff out.
I've only shared one of the models here, but yeah, go and check out the Facebook group. You'll see loads more knights from Ben.
And that's the new Destrier.
Right. Yep. Very cool. Excellent. Next up, Brendan Bell.
Old school.
Yep. So Brendan had originally worked on this one for I think for one of the team tournaments at Adepticon, but he wanted to get back, touch them up, do some sort of play around some different volume ideas. So he's going to be using this as a Slaughterbound.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see he added some wings from the those are from the Ossiarch Bone Reaper range.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, he said it's a little bit too small for the demon to be a demon prince, but yeah, looking good. And Brendan also shared some photos of the gaming tables, some of the gaming tables that we used at the when we were playing Overlord. I mentioned that at the beginning of the show. So
Very
Trench
nice.
Crusade here. So the on the left are the two of the. But Cal also painted up some old style Chaos Dwarves.
Very nice.
So
Who doesn't like big hats?
big hats, enormous hats. Excellent. Next up, Chris Allen did this awesome sort of Chaplain Dreadnought conversion.
As if that model isn't broad enough.
Right. Well, this one's he's basically done this from one of the Redemptor kits.
Yep.
Which is pretty amazing. But give it that, yeah, a much bigger, broader box knot kind of look. In the center there, there's some pieces from Inquisitor Tyrus.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like Tyrus's
Yep.
Gorget and back banner.
Yep. So absolutely wild stuff there.
For sure.
With the those cool banners, but yeah, it does look awesome. And also, I just noticed over the hips.
Yeah, the thigh plates. Those are his thigh plates.
Oh no, they're the shoulder, like Tyrus's shoulder pads.
Oh right, those flanges he has. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, very cool, awesome. Looking forward to seeing that painted, Chris.
I like how the only thing he has painted are the banners. So like.
Yeah, I'm guessing they came from somewhere else.
Right.
A different project that's
very cool.
Yeah.
I think it's bananas.
Actually, it might not be a being used as a Chaplain Dreadnought. Just notice the book in the center. Maybe he's going to do it as a.
I think it's Grey Knights.
Grey Knights. Yeah,
I think it's
could be. But excellent work.
very cool.
Next up, some Chris Gorka.
There we go. All right, Cat, buckle in. Here you go. Here's your fix.
Oh, yep. So excellent stuff there. So
He is awesome.
Oh, there we go. So Chris is the idiot painter in the chat. He said the banners were laying around, and there we go. Grey Knight, Venerable Dreadnought.
Nice.
Thanks, Chris. The next up, yeah, Chris Gorka has done an awesome job there on the that dock from the Orcs. That's an Armageddon model, yeah.
Yep. I think one of the coolest things about that is that
Pain Boy.
Every-
that's what I was thinking.
every single one of the characters from that box has their own Gretchen, and his is called Nurs.
Oh, right.
I was like, that's clever. Well done.
Yep. But yeah, looking great there, Chris. And then on the right is one of the suits that he painted up for our buddy Tommy Rice
Yep.
for the Path of Wars.
Yeah, he did such a good job
Panorama.
with these.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Those lots of great sharp edges on it, but also those rounded, like the pauldrons and the helmet, just look fantastic. A little bit of heat burn on the gun, the Gatling gun on the shoulders.
Very cool.
But yeah, fantastic stuff. Nice work, Chris.
That's awesome. So his stuff's always so clean.
Yeah. Another couple.
Those Centurions, they're so stubby.
They are.
I like after seeing yours, I can't not see them like that.
Sure.
Like you did such a good job, like actually bulking them up and making them the right scale. Now when I see them, they look like they're gonna stomp around. Like they look like they waddle.
Yeah.
Like they have like penguin legs.
To be fair, they probably do waddle, but
yeah.
But no, that's his a Dark Angels one there on the left, and then I couldn't tell you who any of those characters were, but I know that they're from Marvel Crisis Protocol, and they're from
Asgard.
Asgard. Thank you.
So that's the Warriors 3.
Okay.
The guy who looks like Errol Flynn or Baron from Flash Gordon. That's Fandral the Dashing.
Okay.
The guy on the right with the kind of Attila the Hun vibe, that is Hogan the Grim.
Okay.
And then the big guy in the back, that is Volstagg the Voluminous. And
he's indeed voluminous.
Yes, and the three of them kind of adventure around and do stuff. So Fandral is like the face. He's like dashing and handsome and charming. And he's always like twisting his mustache. And then Hogan is very like quiet. He doesn't speak a lot. He just shows up and smashes stuff. And then every once in a while he'll have some really poignant thing that he'll send out where it's like when you ask like what is best in life, he's the one that's like falcons at your wrist, a fleet horse, the open steppe, and the wind in your hair. And then Volstagg is always just hungry. So
sure. Excellent. And they did appear. Were they in Ragnarok?
Yes.
Or Ragnarok?
They're in a couple of the movies. They're in the first two, I think. But he did a great job with these. Like the green on Fandral is so good.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
And then the subtle blues, like the leather work on Hogan is awesome.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah, Kat says they were named following a night of adult beverages and perhaps some smoke.
Sure.
I think so. Excellent. Nice one. Next up, Cliff. Cliff is working on some grots from Armageddon.
Gretchen are the best. I always have a soft spot for Gretchen.
Yeah. And these ones look great. Very cool.
Again, I was bummed that there wasn't a grot tank in the box, but
next time around. There'll be a fleet of them. Nice one, Cliff. We look forward to seeing those. Clive, use some fluorescent paints on this mini.
What is this?
I'm not sure where it's from, but
it's obviously some kind of forest like fey spirit thing. But I was like, I don't recognize the model.
Absolutely, I don't recognize it either. But I think he's used the magenta and the blues and the yellows on those butterflies.
Yeah, very cool.
Really great. Yep. Nice one, Clive. Very cool. And Sean is telling us in the chat that the Warriors 3 are murdered by Hela.
Yes, in the movie,
In the movie, yeah. Excellent. So nice one, Clive. Moving on, Jim Mazzullo is working on, he's going to be doing a planes battle. So late, or mid to late 1800s. At
first blush, I thought these were models from Mythic Americas.
All right. Yep.
But I don't think they are. No. I think these are from some other range. These are great. The guy in the middle, all I'm getting is like Indian in the Cupboard vibes.
Right. Yeah.
But very nice models.
Yep. Jim's doing a great job on those. Looking very cool. And also a little eat more chicken sign there with some cows.
Very nice.
So I'm not sure what they're going to be used for, but yep, some fun stuff. Next up, Josh Sawyer.
Very cool.
Doing some more work, expanding his Eldar force for 40k 11th edition. So yeah, lots of bone and orange, that wonderful vibrant orange.
I do. This is such a cool take on the Dark Reapers. The Dark Reapers are like one of my favorite units. I think they always looked awesome. Like every version of them they've ever made, they look phenomenal. But everybody always paints them either black with red helmets or black with purple helmets, and that's it. Like nobody, like there's never any variety.
Yeah.
So these are great.
They definitely do look cool. Nice work, Josh. And
some warp spiders.
Warp spiders. Yep. Incredible to think that they're plastics.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. How long did it take?
So long. 30 years. But yeah, great stuff there, Josh. Looking cool.
Their Phoenix Lord model. That model is incredible.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. But yeah, nice one. Excellent. Next up, Luis. Luis has been doing a lot of work on his Custodes. You can see the first couple of squads there.
So good.
I
The
mean,
gold on that dreadnought is so good.
Yeah, it does look incredible, and that wonderful sort of marbled candy red on the shield
Yeah,
is awesome,
very cool.
and the shoulders as well. But yeah, beautiful work. A lot of work in progress shots. So if you want to go back and see some of those,
That's insane.
that
On the left,
looks-
like the lighting on that is so good. Because on the
Yeah.
right, it looks very yellowy and tinny, and then on the
Yeah.
left, that's with like good lighting. Like those models look nuts.
Yep, absolutely. But
And
yeah,
these are the 30K ones. The scale
They
on
are.
them is
Yep.
different than the 40K ones.
yeah, they're definitely they're a little bit more slender, a little bit taller.
Yeah.
But,
And their heads are still the right size, so they look like they're. It's weird. So like Space Marines are smaller in Heresy because it's like they're not as big as Primaris.
Yeah.
And then the Custodes are noticeably bigger than all of them. The 40K guys are good, but they have like really square kind of Space Marine looking like physiology, and like when you see the heads on these guys, the heads look more like human heads. They're just bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are awesome.
Exactly. Nice work, Luis. Next up, Mark Mackey. So Mark gave us a few more work in progress shots of this excellent. What's the Chaos Dreadnought called?
The Hellbrute.
Hellbrute. Yep. So this is Nurgly Chibi Hellbrute. But yeah, one that he's been working on. He was working on this before, also during season 8. But yeah, definitely cool to see it. The completed sculpt and the paint underway there.
So cool.
Looks great.
I love it. His greens and his pinks are so good.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. It just looks sweet. Nice one, Mark. And then also Mark shared this trio here. So these are the ones he took to GenCon for the painting competition.
Oh right.
So yeah, there's the Mortarian versus
Magnus.
Thank you. What's my brain doing to me tonight? Duel there. His awesome wizard with the mushrooms.
Yeah, and then he's got
It's one of my favorites, I think.
I think is that supposed to be a Nurgle Saturnine Dreadnought or Saturnine Terminator?
Saturnine Terminator, yeah, like a chibi version of it. Yeah,
nice. He's got the big like turtle back, and then like the classic Reaper autocannon.
Yep.
That they actually can't have, but that's like a classic chaos weapon. So.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yep.
Very cool. Like his backdrops are great too, and like the dueling fire marks is phenomenal.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. But no, beautiful work there, Mark.
Yeah, it's
very
awesome.
Cool. Next up, Mike Hughes. Mike posted this excellent Infinity model.
Yeah, that looks like that might be one of the. It's a Pano-Shiana guy, but I forget what. It's one of the orders. I forget which order that is.
Okay.
But super cool. Like they're the Pano Knights. They all look like they have kind of that space armor kind of vibe to them. Their models always look really cool. But Mike is killing it with the blues on this are awesome.
Yeah. A great match there with the terrain below. I think that's from Warsenal.
Yep, that's our boy Jay.
Yeah, looking great there. Beautiful work, Mike.
Yeah, Mike's killing it.
Look forward to seeing more. Excellent.
Pete says Mark stuff is kind of like Muppet Babies meets Chaos Primarchs, and he's not wrong.
Fantastic. Excellent. Next up, Mike Radcliffe. I think the text Mike was saying that he basically reworked the one of the boards into the other board. So I think the two on the right, the boards on the right, he repainted and it became the board on the left. Just tied everything together. Slightly different angles, so the meshes look slightly different, but all of those shapes are identical. So
very cool.
Yeah, just tied everything together. Yeah, it does look great.
It's easier to see on the one on the left.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you just got that wonderful contrast there. Even though that's like those grates are silver, it's still they've got so much black underneath them that's causing them to be very dark, or at least a mid-tone. And that red is very definitely sort of mid-tone to dark. But yeah, great contrast there, Mike. Looking cool.
Yep. Playing on a red table is harder on your eyes too. So.
Yeah. Excellent. Next up, Patrick Keith. Done some more work on his drop troop army, and getting ready to work on this Valkyrie.
Very nice.
Yep, right there. It's got the everything separated and ready for individual priming.
Dude, it has been a hot minute since I've seen Valkyries on the table.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I think primarily just like flyers are really a pain in the butt to use. Not sure what they're like in 11th edition, but
theirs is a weird one because it's like it has the flyer rules, but it also works like it's a transport. So
it can be like a hover tank.
Like I know that right now they're already having issues with 11th where if you play like Dark Eldar, like they have two distinct flyers. They have the jet and they have the bomber, and how their rules work is it says like in order for the bomber to work, the bomber makes a normal move, and then you draw a line. And then it basically gets to attack and drop bombs on whatever's on that line.
Yep.
In the new rules, flyers do not make a normal move. They basically come onto the board during your turn and you place them somewhere. And then at the end of your opponent's turn, you remove them from the board. That's like they flew through. So everybody's like, how does my stuff work now? Because the rules for it don't match 11th. So I know that they're FAQing some stuff right now because a bunch of flyers basically don't work in the game. Like for a transport, it's fine. You put it on the board you want. You have your dudes come out of it, and then end of the turn, you take it off. But for any of the fighters or the bombers and stuff, you're like, this doesn't do anything now. So
Yep. I really think they shouldn't have included them back in the day, but there we go. Next up, I'm sure Patrick's is going to look very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it with the that sort of chocolate dot camo.
I love that thing. It always reminds me of like the dropship from Aliens.
Oh yeah.
Like that thing comes winging in with its bent wings and like floats down and drops off all your dudes.
Yeah, really cool. Patrick was also at Pigment, the Pigment show in July that we talked about at the beginning of the show or earlier in the show, and he won silver in the sculpting category.
Very nice
for his Blossom, which he also painted there on the right. So. Very cool there. So that was in the Masters. I think there was only one category of sculpting, which was one division of sculpting, which was Masters. So
nice.
But yeah, great stuff.
Nice work, Patrick.
Nice one.
And congrats on the win.
Yeah, definitely. Next up, Pete Heston. So Pete at Iron World, that you didn't go to,
right?
Ran some fantastic, or ran a weekend of Trench Crusade, and this a lot of the tables here are and this big creature that he's got on there, the Tank God, based on the Steel Necropolis artwork that was done for the Carcass front. So an absolutely sort of amazing piece. You could just leave it there and have it be scenery, but I think Pete made it interactive. You could it did things during the game. But he'll let us know in a couple of minutes. But yeah, cool stuff there. Loads of great tables. Those folks having fun there. In that Steel Necropolis artwork that I mentioned, basically it's just a big sort of muddy landscape strewn with ruined tanks. That were all sort of washed together through because of a flood. And Pete immediately went out. He saw that, immediately went out and snagged a like an eBay bargain. He got
it's like bag of 1,000,000 tanks.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 60 tanks for I don't know, like $100.
Yeah,
all plastic, like 1/40th scale or something like 42nd scale, or whatever. But yeah, so loads of rusty tanks all over the tables.
Very cool.
And you see one of the rusty tanks here. Great texture on the turret there.
Very nice. Oh, the tank got a fun, and everybody always seems like they're having a good time, and the tables look hilarious, and like not hilarious. The tables look entertaining, and like the vibe just seems like everybody's having a good time, which is really important with a game that has like such a dour, grim, dark vibe. And you go in that room, and everybody's having a good time.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. It also had a war horn.
Of course it did. It's a Reaver Titan. That's the worst. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'll have my 6 Space Marines run into a building.
Yeah. Yeah. Hide. But no, fantastic, Pete. That's great. Next up, Phil Lisak. Towards the end of last season, Phil was working on his Underhive terrain.
Nice.
And over the break, put a whole bunch of work in progress shots of his Goliath gang that he's been working on. But here's the group shot, all looking super cool.
Very cool. Yeah, the new Necromunda box just dropped, and now all the new Underhive, they're not called gangs. It's the Underhive Collective, I think. So it's basically it's the 2 plastic.
Yep.
Yeah. Underhive Crew. That's it. Underhive
Crews. Yeah.
So it's the 2 plastic boxes from the set. So if you bought like the Goliaths, it's the Goliaths, which is that I think there's 10 dudes or 12 dudes in the box, and then you get it's like the Stimmers and the Juves and the other guys. That's another plastic box. So you're basically getting like I think it's like 22 plastic models from each of the warbands, which is pretty cool. It's
roughly something like that.
And it's cheaper than buying both of the boxes. It saves you like $26 or something.
Oh wow, that's a lot more than I thought it would. But yeah, so definitely cool there though. I think Phil, your rusty metal is looking great.
Very cool.
Nice work. Next up, Scott.
Oh, do you know who this is?
That's well, I want to say it's Killer Croc, but it's not because that's DC, right?
Correct. Killer Croc is one of Batman's villains.
Yeah. Yep. So my answer is it Angry Alligator?
It's the Lizard.
Oh, I was close.
I believe he's played by. You usually give me the actor. I believe that's played by Rhys Ifans in the 3rd movie, in the Andrew Garfield movie.
Oh, okay, radio. I don't think I've seen that one, the 3rd Andrew Garfield movie.
Well, it's technically it's the 4th Spider-Man movie. It's the first one with him.
Okay, yeah, I probably didn't. I was probably like, wow, I wonder what happens in this one. Does he get bitten by a spider?
I will say it's really good because they don't do any of that. They kind of accelerate it, and I think that my opinion on Andrew Garfield, I think Andrew Garfield is I think he's the best Spider-Man.
Okay.
Because he runs his mouth like Spider-Man's whole thing is he's almost like Deadpool. Like Deadpool's whole Merc with the Mouth thing is based on Spider-Man. Spider-Man basically like runs his mouth when he's fighting people, and it's because he's nervous. It's part of his like nervous tick. So I think Andrew Garfield does the best job, and he's got the whole like Brooklyn attitude, New Yorker kind of thing. I think he does the best job of getting that down.
Okay, right, yeah.
And then who's on the right?
That's the Green Goblin.
Yeah,
it's William Dafoe.
There we go. All right,
in the Tobey Maguire movies.
Correct. He's the only Green Goblin. It's only William Dafoe.
There we go. Okay, radio. There we go. But yeah, excellent work there, Scott. Loving the that green, purple, and orange combination.
Yeah, super really, vibrant too. Like really it looks like a comic book with like the super orange pumpkins and like the green. He's even got the green smoke fading into the black smoke on the Goblin glider.
Yeah, done an excellent job there.
Very cool.
Well done, Scott. They look awesome.
I love all the newspaper things too. He's got all the little clips.
Yep.
Even on the Lizard's base.
Yeah.
So who is Spider-Man from the Daily Bugle, and then those are cool.
Spider-Man Kingpin. Am I right?
Yeah, looks like
excellent.
That's awesome.
Nice one, Scott. Excellent. Next up, Sean. Sean's been working on some War Machine.
Okay, Warcaster.
So this is a Warcaster. I can't remember this one's name, but Sean is in the chat. He will let us know.
I don't know his name, but yes, he is a Warcaster.
And Sean also painted up.
Oh, he's playing Signar Storm Legion.
Right, okay.
So that's like their like all their stuff is all like electricity like based. So like they have like their like shock lances, and the horses wearing armor is always cool.
You can see the little turbo fans there. obviously that's generating the electricity for the shock lancers.
Sean said that's Dalen Sturgis, who's the Warcaster.
Okay, cool, excellent.
Very nice.
Oh. Aaron has joined us.
Oh, what's going on, Aaron?
We're almost done though, Aaron. You have to go back.
Just in time, and we're over. So,
and we are over.
But I mean, it's okay. We're catching up on 6 weeks worth of miniatures.
Yep. Next up, Stephen Ryder. So, excellent work there, Sean. Thanks very much. I saw Sean very briefly at Historicon. He had some of his Sylvaneth in the competition.
Nice. I had that model in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, 100%. I had him on foot and I had him mounted.
Oh wow, the mounted version. That's a Ralpatha model, is that right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Very cool.
His sword is hilarious. I was always like, it's a cleaver.
Yeah. Yeah. It is wild. It just looks insane.
His helmet was super cool. It was like a proto-Bretonian.
Yep.
So he has like the animal head on top of the on top of the helmet.
Top of the great helm.
His Sabatons are hilarious. Like they look like flippers. So most Sabatons, go into a point, which always looks cool. His get wider and they're like it's like a fin. It's like a flipper.
Right. Excellent. Steven's just reminded me on the left there is where is he written it? Is Gut Brother that Orc-Lord gave him. Orc-Lord was the screen name of Richard Hale, who ran the Stuff of Legends website. Unfortunately, just a couple of weeks ago, I would say 3 weeks ago, Richard passed away. Unfortunately, he'd been battling cancer for a little while, but he did, however, get to see where he went, the book he was working with Robin Hughes and John Stallard of
oh yeah, I saw John Stallard showing that book off.
So yeah, Stuff of Legends. So this is available from Warlord, and it has basically the way that they put it together was they just said, Richard, curate your favorite things. So I'm just going to. That's Stephen's minis are the last one for the episode. So I'm just going to go to this now. So things like.
Oh, dude, that's all the old Chaos Sorcerers on the left?
Yep. Well, maybe not all of them, but it's a whole bunch.
I definitely had a couple of those guys.
Yep. Things like the Famir.
Oh my god. They reused so many of those and just changed the heads.
Yep. Goblins.
Oh my god, yeah, the old Boar Chariot.
But yeah, this so it's a fantastic book.
Is it just Warhammer Fantasy, or is there 40k stuff in there?
No, it's a sorry, I think it is. It's all fantasy.
Okay.
Fantasy miniatures from the Golden Age, but it's not just Citadel.
So I'm assuming there's like Grenadier and Ralpartha and.
Yep. All of those. So here we go. Elves of Antiquity, we've got Ralpatha elves and minifigs elves.
Yep.
On there.
I definitely had some of those guys. That book is bananas.
Absolutely. So it is.
I still think one of the best elves they've ever made was Aenir the Twilight.
Yeah.
That model is incredible.
But the Stuff of Legends, Fantasy Miniatures from the Golden Age, Volume 1.
Volume 1, so they're definitely doing more.
Well, maybe not definitely. Robin has said that depending on how well this goes. So
sure.
If we want them to do more, of course,
potentially
go and buy it. So I bought this from the Warlord website, and of course, because books are my collecting thing, so I bought the signed version. They had 100 copies signed. They're signed by John, Robin, Rick, Richard, and Alan Merritt. So
that's pretty awesome.
But yeah, definitely go and check that out. Go and check out the Stuff of Legends website. Definitely worth a look if you are into super cool stuff. Cal has said, I wonder what will happen to Richard's collection. Fortunately, some of Richard's children were also into miniatures.
Nice.
And they are very aware of the collection and the value that it has as an entity in itself, not just the individual value of the miniatures. But so at the moment, I don't think there are any plans to do to move it to do anything else with it. But yeah, definitely it is in good hands.
If anybody's feeling the itch to paint old school metal models, I know that Iron Wind Metals, when they opened their US office, they basically bought all of the original molds from Ralpartha in the US. So they still make a ton of stuff. Like they make the 3-stage characters. They have a whole bunch of that stuff, and you can still get them in metal. So and they're really inexpensive, like relatively speaking. So if you have the itch to paint a couple.
Quite a few of those Ralpartha Legacy miniatures, if you see painted versions of them, they'll be done by either Stephen Ryder or Josh Potter.
Yep.
So we're very lucky to have those folks following along in the chat. So very cool. Awesome. But there we go. That is us. I've taken that down.
All right. So it was great being back. I hope everybody had fun. If you haven't already, make sure you do the stuff. Hit the bell, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share us wherever you want to share us. And then we'll keep trucking away. Dave, what's your next show? What do you have next?
Oh, the next event that I'm going to?
Yeah.
It will probably be PAX Unplugged. So not until December. We've got plenty of time. There's a lot of stuff going on between now and then. With my full-time day job and my part-time job with Trench Crusade and my running of a business where I need to lay out 3 books over the next 2 months.
Sure.
Plus the Kickstarter that I want to run in October for my second volume of Armies and Legions and Hordes.
Nice.
There's a few things going on.
Right on. I've got.
How about you?
The next one I have coming up is I don't have anything in August. I'm kind of psyched. I don't have to travel for the next almost 8 weeks.
Nice.
And then the 19th of September, I was supposed to do Granite State in September, but I can't. So Granite State is the 19th, 20th, and 20th. It's 19th, 20th, 18th, 19th, 20th of September. The 19th, I'm going to be going to ComicCon. Remember we had Rion?
Right. Yep.
So Phil and I will be at ComicCon, and that's right outside of Boston. And then I'll be away for a wedding for a week. But then 2 weeks later in October, I'm going to try to go to LVO. So I maybe 60% chance of being at LVO. But I'll be there to play in the Horus Heresy narrative, and I'll probably help out with the Army Painter, like the Army's painting competition. I don't think I'll do any lessons this year. With it being more of a tournament show, I thought about it, but most people that go to that show want to learn more of the advanced stuff. So I might actually talk to some folks about next year. I might do some of the beginner stuff that I do at San Diego at some of the bigger shows that we do to see if that's something people want to do. Yeah, I think I have 4 shows left. So ComicCon, LVO, Everwinter, which will be in December, and then PAX Unplugged.
Right.
Actually, that might be backwards. It's PAX Unplugged, then Everwinter.
Right. Okay. Excellent.
4 left. I'm almost done.
Cool. We do have a guest that I'm trying to line up for next week. He is an international guest, so timing is super important. But I haven't heard back from him today. I was hoping to. So we will work something out and let you know during the week. Keep an eye out on social medias. But yeah, we've got some great guests lined up during the year. We're going to chat to some folks from Miniature Masters, the show that's currently running on Squidmar Miniatures channel, painting show. We're going to talk to folks who are running the Baltimore Miniatures Art Show, which is a new miniatures art show that'll be happening next June.
Nice.
Here in wonderful Baltimore. And we'll be talking to Jeff Hall about an enormous RPG event that he's got coming up. We're going to be talking with War Boss Mad Sam at some point. We've got to nail down. We've got to work out when the Orc Codex is coming out, so that we can make sure that she's had that and she gives us a chance to give us a good review. We're going to talk to Sammy from Trench Crusade about a big event that's coming up for that. Loads of things happening, and we might even be able to squeeze in a Tale of Four Warlords thing. We'll have to talk. Jake and I got to nail that down.
Yeah, 100%.
I have it like first episode scheduled for October, so we've got a bit of time. But we can talk about it.
So yeah, we'll figure it out. Again, I have a huge project. I need 4 LVO. So like, but if we're gonna start it in October, I can do that. That we can.
Yep.
Because then I'll be done with that project.
Yep. Nice. Cool thing. Okay. So on the way out, I'm gonna, rather than having our regular slide, I'm gonna put up a slide with the Venmo and PayPal.
Yeah.
So
Right on.
anybody who's interested in buying some raffle tickets, $5 per raffle ticket for the Jeff Smith Wolf Lord tribute.
Please, if you guys want, please take a screenshot or a cap or something and put it up everywhere. Like, again, this is for Jeff's family, so like we want to do whatever we can to make sure we drive as many people as possible. So, post it in groups, put it up in the Adepticon chat, put it up in Nova, whatever, just so more people see it. I would love to blow this out of the water and just be like if everybody gave $5, like it would mean a lot to his family. It would help out a ton. And Jeff's the man, so like anything we can put towards his legacy is huge. So, but thank you guys so much. Dave, you got anything else?
No, only that we now in this episode have a longer runtime than He-Man.
We did it. We did it. All we need now is to get Dave the Sword of Power. Thank you guys so much for being here. We will see you guys next week. Thanks for posting the miniatures. Anything you're working on, put it in Build Paint Play community on Facebook. You can ask for feedback if you want it. We'll show it off. You can use our code BPD. So B as in boy, P as in
how about build, B as in build, P as in paint,
D as in discount. Discount 5. And you can use that on the Arm Painter site. So if you want to get a discount on whatever you're buying, you do that. Don't forget to patronize your local game shops, and we will see you guys next week. And as always, do not forget to build, paint, play.
Excellent. Bye. Bye. Wait, can I get to that? Yeah, there we go.